So basically, we dropped off in Poland last night. Everybody got off. They all had a good time, right? You all had a few beers. Horizon was enjoying his time in first class a little bit too much. Took it straight out, tried to find the strip clubs. It all went wrong, right? So I've given you a lie-in, but it's time to take you somewhere sunny this time. So this time, we're going to be traveling across to Palma de Mallorca. So we're traveling across through Austria, south, a good few hundred miles south, down to where the sun is shining. So you can all go onto a beach and have a few cocktails there. Hopefully Danger will enjoy it as well. You got pretzel bites thick? Nice. All right, so you got some food. We need to get a few things done, really. So first of all, in here, we need new flight. Fly with career mode, yes. Cadet Calamex. Oh, yeah. There we go. Departure ICAO is EPKK to Leper. That's exactly it. Cruising altitude is 8,000. No. 35,000, please. Time until takeoff was 40. Did we say 40 minutes last time? And flight time is about 3 hours and 10. 174 passengers, A330. Boom. Aircraft's going to need Wi-Fi. It's going to have in-flight entertainment. We're going to have meals. We're going to have drinks. All is good. Right, so there we go. We are now boarding. So before we do that, let's turn on the batteries, get external power, and turn on the crew oxygen supply. Okay. I want my lights on dim. I always like to have the lights on. I think it's nice to have the lights on. As we get ready to chill out. So, everyone's boarding the plane. First thing we need to do is turn on the APU. And start the APU as well. So there we go. So the aircraft can have some power. These up here, I learned a little bit about these. So what you do is you turn them on to nav. Oh, turn them on to nav. And it says on bat. So you wait for it to stop saying on bat. That light should go out in a minute. There we go. Then we switch IDR2 on. It should say on bat. What you do? A 3-hour flight, then turn the lights off, then you sleep. It's not a bad idea, dude. That is not a bad idea. But there we go anyway. So that's everything pretty much set as far as that is concerned. Let's turn up all of our brightness on all of this. We've got one. Turn up this one as well while we wait for all that stuff to... Those I only need up to be 30. Then we come down here and we turn up these brightnesses as well. The ECAM brightness. How was your day? How was your day then, Thick? Did you have a good day? Horizons, hopefully work is going well for you. Buck, again, hopefully you're doing all right, dude. I'm just having a look on my map, my Volanta map, which I've got on the left of me. And it seems like nobody flies around Pakistan, China, Iran, Kazakhstan, Angola, Nambia, Cameroon, down like the Africa way, and doesn't seem like that many people fly. Like most people seem to fly all around Europe and obviously the main parts of the States, which is interesting. I want to go. I'm looking forward to doing some traveling of the world, places that others don't seem to visit. All right. Set our TCAS to TA, and everything else down on this screen is fine. So the next thing we're going to be doing is coming over to this sucker. Stat routes are just faffing about in your outpost waiting on this new Icarus patch. What, you mean for it to break your outpost? Oh, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is go into Atsu. Right, so this is something I learned. Oh, actually, and we'll also turn on the fly pad here. So I've learned in this, what you can do is you can input everything manually. And I've looked it up a little bit, and I kind of learned how to do it. And then I did today's flight plan, and it was extremely complicated. And I was like, you know what? Something will go wrong. So I'm going to save the inputting completely 100% manually. I'm going to save that for a less complicated flight. Maybe even a video, or maybe even just in my own time. I don't know. But for now, I figured out that you can actually link it to Simbrief. So that's what we're going to do today. So in my AOC menu, I am going to click init press. So initialization, whatever. I don't know what the press stands for. And then init data request will pull it straight from Simbrief. So there we go. That's pulled our flight number, EJU4585. And we have got the time GMT. We've got, but obviously our current time in game is an hour ahead of that because we're in Europe. Departure from EPKK, which is Krakow. Destination Mallorca, Palma de Mallorca, which is Lepa. And we've got our estimated time something. I don't know what that stands for. ETA. It's got to be estimated time of something. Either way, 3 hours and 4 minutes. This is going to be a longer flight today. So let's hope that we get it done reasonably well. Auto land we can actually turn on. I'm not going to, because I very much enjoy the manual landing, but that is interesting regardless. So we've done that. So now let's also do our weather requests. So our airports that we request, or we want the weather from, are EPKK, which is where we are now. Echo Papa Kilo, and Lepa, which is Mallorca, and send. So we should get our METAR information. Okay, so now initialization, we can again go init request, and that will pull this information from Simbrief as well. So we click init requests, boom, pulls all that, and uplink insert in progress. So now we have to wait. The game gets quite bogged down, so I'm going to give it its time, and because it's quite a complex flight. So while that's doing that, I'm going to sit comfortably. What kind of pretzel bites have you got, Nugget? Oh, do you know what I did? I downloaded Jackson Hole Airport. I actually did that today. So, AOC account flight plan uplink. Sweet. So let's initialize RIRF. So now they're all confirmed as well. All right, so we've got our flight level is 8. It's put our flight level at 8,000 feet, which is not right. Flight level needs to be 350. Sorry. I'm not flipping flying from 8,000 feet. I wonder if I have a look in here. Altitude, let's do 35,000. All right, now let's have a look at the flight plan. So what do we got? Light level 350 at Tucson. End of flight plan. Deceleration to lap. Okay, so we have everything set up. So our runway we're landing up is runway 6 left. So we want to set that one up too. So we click LEPA, arrival, ILS 6 left. And we are going via the Kenna, this. So that's the one that we're going. So we insert that. Beautiful. Now in our flight plan. Now we have ADX and we have all these other interesting things as well. Ending at level 6 left. Brilliant. EPKK, which runway are we leaving from? 25. So departure is going to be runway 25. Zatvan's there. Hey, Danger. How's it going, Danger?
Warning. Danger.
Via the 2C4J is the 2C4J, that one. So we input that, insert, and that should now give us everything. That should give us our departure, our what's it called? Well, just the whole lot should now be on there. My brain's not functioning today, guys. I am super sorry about that. But welcome, guys. Thank you very much for thumbs up already. I know that was you, Nugget. I can see. I can tell. Have you flown anywhere today? Or are you not flying today? You chilling? So our flight plan is fully... It's fully in there now. EPKK runway 25. Perfect. Okay, performance index. So V1, it should work. Oh, it won't work out. Okay. Flaps is going to be flaps 1. How you doing, Tan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 56 is our flex 2 temp. I found this out the other day, which was interesting. V1, there you go. So it's going to input. It's working out our V1, V2, and V3. V1, V rotate, and V2 even, which is a lot slower than I thought, which is interesting. Okay, so fuel on board. So that's the next thing we need to work out. Now, block fuel that we require for this flight is... If I go and take a little look, we load this one up. Block fuel on board. Why can't I view it? My briefing. Is that the one? Yeah. It's 11753. All this flying here got you to reinstall Elite Dangerous. Now you've got the hotel switch again. Mate! I'll tell you. Well, you know, I'm just loving it. I wanted to be a pilot since I was a kid. So not being able to fly for real because it's too expensive. Getting the itch for this again is I'm just loving life. But yeah, how are you, Tam? How's your day? Oh, you can see that's shown up now on our thing. So fuel on board is 9.5. We need, so we'll import that from Simbrief. There's all our information. Fuel on board that we require is going to be 11753. So 11753 is how much we're going to refuel. Target altitude, again, is, I think it's 2,000. I'm pretty sure. So there we go. I've just realized the stuff is not going to be working underneath. So let's sort the panel out for you. There we go. Navigation and charts, Leper is where we're going. I'm taking you to Mallorca today, Tan. I hope you enjoyed the trip. Have you got some sun cream? Gonna need it. And there's my actual flight plan that tells you all the information that we will be inputting properly next time. Fuel is still being input, so beautiful. Okay, I'm happy with all that. We'll keep just the... let's keep the... What information do we want to keep on the side? That's probably the only thing I need, actually. So it's a very pretty set of hardware on the Logitech site. Seems a lot more like Alia Flight Simulator than Space Flight, but the panels look nice. But you can adapt it. Just adapt it. That's what you need to do. Rather be going to Scandinavia? Not a problem, Tan. We'll go there another day. What we did yesterday was we took everyone to Krakow because it's a fantastic place to party and it's cheap as chips. Horizon got a little bit drunk. Panda had his first taste of beer that he just fell over. Everyone's got a hangover, so today we're taking them to the sunshine so that they can get rid of all their hangovers. That's today's plan. I'm just double checking. This is the main thing that worries me about this whole game in general, is inputting all this stuff. So zero fuel weight, etc. It should work out itself. There we go. Fuel on board, it's sorted out already. And all good. Let's go back to our ATSU and check the AOC menu. We should have our weather request information. Beautiful. Print that out. We can definitely go to Scandinavia because I don't know if you can, but I would like to hope that the Northern Lights are somewhere on this game. And also, you're the second person to ask to go somewhere cold. So, and we've only, bear in mind, this is the third stream I've done on this game, and I would consider this only the second one that actually is useful in any way. Takeoff delay. Takeoff is going to be shortly, actually. Takeoff should be roughly, let's have a little look. Expected departure in about 25 minutes, but I've got a feeling as long as everyone's on board, we might be a little bit earlier than that. I reckon takeoff will probably be, yeah, we're talking about 20 past, probably. About 20 minutes past. Let's have a look, see who we've got on here today. We've got, how many business class? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone's a little bit hungry, look. Somewhat thirsty, somewhat hungry. Do these people not go into the flipping departure lounge and, like, just buy food? Is that not what people do? Is that not what you do? That's what I do. Always buy food from the departure lounge. So that's that anyway. Everyone's 95% satisfied because they've literally got on the plane already hungry. I don't think that's fair. Anyway. Let's turn that off and let me show you today's flight plan. So here we are. This is where we landed yesterday, basically, Tan. So we landed here in Krakow. Absolutely cheap as chips. We found a place last time. It was like 25p a point. 25p a point. Insane. Anyway, landed in Krakow yesterday. We flew from Bristol. And it was a nice flight. It was chilled. And the landing was perfect. So today, we are going to be flying through Austria. So if I zoom out, you can see a little bit better where we are. So there's Poland. We've come in through Austria, across the top of Italy, and is it the Alps? 35,000 feet thick. 35,000 feet we're going to be cruising at today. And yeah, we're going to come across here, just sort of skimming the top of the boot. So you can have a look down in the boot, see if it's clean, and carry on. We're going to fly over Monaco, which is interesting. Probably won't be able to see much, although it does look like we're going to avoid almost all of the bad weather. So it might be a really clear flight, which would be nice, apart from there's a little bit of rain down here, so I don't know what's going to go on with that. But for the most part, it should be a clear flight as we fly in, and we're coming into Mallorca down here. So we'll come across the south, or yeah, probably around the south side of the island, a bit more the south side of the island, and then come up and land here over the beach. So there we go. It's going to be a chill out flight. These flights, Tan, are going to be fantastic for when the puppies come, because we can pretty much get the plane in the air, chill out. I don't have to do too much while we're flying. Just hang out and have puppy cam on and have a chat. Hey, John Peter. Good evening. Good evening. I'm doing really well, thank you. I've been looking forward to this all day. I've been doing like chores and stuff all day because we're getting ready for when puppies arrive soon. Been looking forward to this flight all day. I don't know if you heard that quick briefing there, but basically we're taking everyone from Krakow. They've made it. I don't think we're going to leave anyone behind. We'll see who's here when the flight takes off as to whether we've left anyone. We're going to fly across through Austria, over the top of Italy, over Monaco, out into the Mediterranean, and... or is it... So the Balearic Sea here and the Mediterranean Sea here, is it literally a case of this is the Balearic and this is the Mediterranean? In which case are we on the Balearic, possibly? Like, how do you know which sea you're in? Is there like an invisible line? Or do you have loads of security along the edge, just in boats, just been like, go? Pups are due in between 9 and 13 days, depending on which mating worked, because they mate twice. So, yeah, between the 19th and the 21st, we're expecting. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So, Barcelona is the one that is our LEBL, of course. LEBL. Barcelona. That's our alternate airport. It's beautiful. Let's go back into the sim and see how everyone's getting on. They're still boarding. Only a few people left. So let's get our IFR clearance done right now. Why is it not? There we go. Right. So ground services, let's tune ground for a minute. Let's get the baggage. I just realized we didn't have the baggage yet. Do you know what? We forgot the jetway connection too. Do you create a flight planner, LICA Roma? I haven't, not for today, but I'd like to just go visiting everywhere, especially if there are airports that have been custom made in those places. So this, for example, the one we're in Krakow now, this is a custom made airport for Krakow. As we finally bring the jetway, we forgot about that. But there we go. So we've got those things coming in. Weather's lovely. Look at the weather. Weather is super nice. That plane is still over there having a bit of a hard time. But never mind. So yeah, this is Krakow Airport. So we need to get our IFR clearance at this point. So we want to request IFR clearance for instrument. I think that's the one we want. Request IFR clearance for instrument flight plan. Have you done catering? You're right. We should get the food on board. There we go. Cool. So 10,000 feet. Cool. All right, so we got our clearance. 1017 hectopascals. That's that one. Flight directors are both on. All right, fuel on board is good. Do I speak Italian? No, I don't. Sorry. I don't even say no speak Italiano. No, is that right? Let's get the catering on board. We have got time, to be honest, to get the catering on. Everyone's still boarding. Catering is on the way. So, while catering comes, let me double check up here what we got going on. So, don't need any of those lights on yet. Let's arm the emergency signs. No smoking signs on, obviously, because there's no smoking. This is 2022. Can't smoke on a plane. Other than that, everything in here is fine. We need to test the engine fire alarms. So the APU fire alarm's working. That one's working, and that one's working too. Oh, Aviator Brandon, my friend, that's not how you do it. That's not how to get people to check out your streams, my dude. Just makes you look like a bit of a pleb. But nice try. If you want people to check out your streams, what you need to do is make a good thumbnail, You need to make sure that you're doing something good. Make sure the content is good. And make sure you are interacting with everybody that's in it. And when you've done that, then people, when they do come in, they will find you and they'll come in and then they'll hang out. So unfortunately, what that ends up doing, going into other people's channels and just posting saying, hey, come and look at me, is it ends up actually putting people off. But hey-ho. Good luck. Best of luck anyway, my friend. But goodbye. Right, so am I British or from US? I am British. I am British. I'm from southwest England. I was born in the city where we flew from last flight. So the last flight we did, I was born in that city. Which is why I'm kind of hanging around Europe. This is kind of where I know. And then we'll move to flying around like the US and some other places later on. So we can visit other people's sort of like local locations, I guess you'd call it. All right, so that's all good. Flight plan's all good. Initialization's all good. Performance is all good. Everything, I think, is all good. MCDU. FMGC required. I don't know what that even does. Done anyway. Fuel.
We're reseating someone. We should be ready shortly.
Oh, they're reseating somebody. Oh, really? Someone's moaned. Had a moaner. Who's been moaning? Who was moaning? I wonder if that was Brandon. Did he moan and get moved? Makes sense. Anyway, my microphone arm where it currently sits, or where it sits nowadays, is really annoying me. 1,050 miles. I'm trying to remember where you put the block fuel, because I'm sure you had to put the block fuel in somewhere. What if it just knows now? Maybe it just knows. Okay. I'm happy with that anyway. So as soon as everyone's on board, get this show on the road. Bum bum ba dum ba bum. On that one set to plan. And then as we go down here, should take us all the way in to...
We're ready to go when you are.
To our approach. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Take us back to the beginning again. Right, we're ready to fly. So let's ask for our taxi IFR.
Krakow ground EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 585 with Alpha ready to taxi IFR.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 taxi to Inhalt short of runway 25 using taxiway Zulu 3.
Good. I also want my taxi guides on, although it's not letting me right now. It's fine. Acknowledge our taxi clearance. So, hold short of runway 25 using Zulu 3, Zulu 4, Zulu 5A. No idea where that is. How do you know when everything is on board? So, down the bottom of the screen, in the green box, or the grey box with the green on it, you will see sort of various information. So on right underneath me, it says whether people are satisfied or not. Then you have the departure, which is 12 minutes time. Then you have the flight phase, which it says pre-flight currently. And then you have events. So I can actually like say different things. Prodigy King, how you doing, buddy? Good evening. Nice to have you on board. One thing that I'm just wondering what's going on here is... It's not particularly keen. not particularly keen on my like that, I think it is. There we go. That's weird. Maybe it crashed at the end last time. Anyway, you should also see right underneath my camera, you'll be able to see our current altitude, our current speed, which is our ground speed. You should also see our heading. And I don't know if it's going to actually tell us when our estimated arrival times and stuff are. So we'll see that. Didn't know how you knew when luggage and catering is on. So the luggage and the catering is, I called for it from using the, what's it called? Using the ATC. And then, you know, this guy comes along and he puts the door opens up and he puts the bags on. Same with the catering. So that's how I knew about those things. And then obviously we've got the jetway. We actually need the jetway to be disconnected now.
Krakow ground EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform.
Yeah, you used your dad's phone. You did. Do I fly online or VATSIM or anything? No, but I want to. I really, really, really want to fly on VATSIM. I really do. But you need to be ready to fly on VATSIM, and I'm not. So I'm just kind of getting used to 100% being able to fly the planes, be able to navigate the airports and things like that first, and sort of get a feel for all of the ATC chatter, should we say, so that I can then go and fly on VATSIM, hopefully in the next, you know, hopefully sooner rather than later, but that's the plan. This is my third day, John, of playing this game, so we haven't played this game very much. Or this third stream, shall I say, of playing this game. Right, so let's start we've got our taxi clearance. I downloaded a mod, really cool mod, that showed my, why will it not, there we go. Landing and taxi guides, but it's not doing it now. I'm wondering if I need to turn it on in here. Navigation aids, no. Aircraft, no. Piloting, user experience, taxi. Where are you? Anyone see it? Notification? Nope. Navigation aids. It's got to be taxi ribbon, right? Whether you want an on-screen ribbon shown in the world to guide you. That's what I want on. Because, yes, there we go. So you might not even be able to see that, but I can. Yesterday I had to go somewhere. You're early. Yes. I'm very early, John. So feel free, if you are experienced, tell me when I'm wrong and point me in the right direction. I am fully open to be told when I have done something incorrect. So, yeah, feel free to let me know. Learned to fly on VATSIM by watching hundreds of videos of people online, streamers, etc. It's just a process. Yes, yeah, I seen that. I found a really, really solid video on VATSIM by, I can't remember the name of the guy, but it was just the most informative video I think I have possibly even ever seen. It was just absolutely phenomenal. As I say, I can't remember now at this point what it was, but it was very good. Right, so let's arm the speed brakes, or the spoilers, is that right? We arm those puppies. Lock the cockpit. No, lock the cockpit door. It keeps wanting to unlock it. No, lock it. Lock it. There we go. Locking the cockpit door. So we're nice and safe in here now. Do we need a pushback? We do indeed. Are you being rude? I don't know if you're being rude or serious. We do need a pushback though. Let's get ATC up and let's request our pushback from ATC.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 requesting pushback.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 pushback request accepted.
Throttle in idle. Hopefully he's coming over now. Look, here comes this lovely dude to give us a pushback. And while he's doing so, how far do we have to go back, actually? So considering we are headed in what direction right now? I've gone for the really subtle taxi markings, but they're so subtle I can barely see them. There's a green arrow just there on the floor. You might be able to see it, you might not. Either way, let's go down to the floor. You see that arrow there? I went too small with the subtleness of the arrows. I just want to know whether I'm going left or right. Hang on. I will figure it out. Let's just go back for now. Me rude? What would I not imply anything, of course. Alright, so we should be good. So let's begin our pushback. And while we are being pushed back, let's get the fuel pumps on. APU bleed on. External power is obviously going to be off at this point. Should have probably disconnected that before we moved. Let's also turn the beacons on, as well as the taxi lights, nav lights, wing lights. And then let's come down here and get the engine started.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendant.
Parking brake is still on. Pushback is a little slow.
You will notice a
Yeah,
light
I turned the
illuminated
parking
above
brake
your
should be off now.
When this
Yeah,
light is
parking brake's off.
illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle.
All right.
Keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we
I like to have,
experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now.
There we go. Never mind. No, it's good. Honestly, like, I know some people get, like, mad when people give them pointers, but that's not me, my friend. You feel free to give me pointers if you think I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so there was, like, one arrow, and now I don't have any more arrows. I definitely picked too subtle for my thing. But anyway, that engine is running.
To remove it. In the event that the pilot decides
Nicely.
to take us
So-
for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Did you hear that?
When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip
In
it
the
over
event
head.
that the pilot
Strap the
decides
strap
to
around
take
the
us
waist
for a
and buckle
swim,
at the
what
front.
is this woman
Pull the
implying?
strap to tighten. To inflate the vest,
The cheek of it. Okay. Trying to find my arrows. Ah, there we go. There's one. Or there's another arrow, shall I say. Which taxiways was it? So it was runway 25 using taxiway, Zulu 3, Zulu 4, Zulu 5, Alpha. Okay. Zulu 3, Zulu 4, Zulu 5, Alpha. So I'm going to have a look on our map. Oh, where are we? Ah, we're going left, I think. Zulu 3, Zulu 4, Zulu 5, Alpha. Head in, get the chart. So I use Volanta for my charts. I don't know if that's the correct thing to use. Yeah, Zulu 3, Zulu 4, Zulu 5, Alpha. So we are turning this way, basically. Thanks for joining us on today's flight, though. It has been great to meet new people and to be able to play a game that I'll be honest, I didn't expect I was going to be able to play much. All right, there we go. So engines are both on. So we head up here. We can turn the APU off. And the APU bleed off because we are now running on the engines. Let's have our landing lights on. And our taxi light. I think I already did our taxi light, didn't I? Yep, taxi light's on as well. Strobe to auto. Oh, wrong way. That way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Probably could speed up this just a little bit, but we're chilling. Still got 2 minutes before departure. So everyone's satisfied right now, which makes me happy. I actually jumped out of a real plane the other day, John. Well, not the other day. It was a little while ago. In, I think it was October. No, end of September. End of September, I actually did a skydive, which was fantastic. Supposed to be wing walking on the same, well, not on the same plane, but I was supposed to be wing walking as well, but it didn't happen. Okay. Right, so let me just check. Everything is good. So first of all, down here, on that to be my nav mode. Oh. So that's all set. That's all set. All brakes are on, signs are on, cabin checks, spoilers are armed, flaps to take off. There we go. Flaps take off correct. Auto brake on max. So auto brake on max. Check. There we go. Cabin. What is it they like us to do with the cabin? Is it just... Oh, call the cabin, isn't it? There we go. Call the cabin. There we go. Takeoff config test. Beautiful. Usually landing lights are on when you enter or across a runway. Otherwise, you'll blind the marshals. Just a minor. Can see you've quite mastered. Hang on. If you just close your eyes for 1 second, what you'll see is I didn't actually. If you have a look, like I didn't actually turn them on. It was you were mistaken. Obviously mistaken. No, that's useful. Thank you. There we go. They're off now. So let's move. Let's get our sexy selves down to the runway. So you might or may not be able to see the very subtle arrows now for my takeoff or for the taxiway guides. I installed the 10% ones, I think. I got a feeling I should have gone slightly bigger. I think they had like 15% as well. I probably should have gone for those ones, but some runways just don't make any sense, and I feel like Microsoft Flight Sim wants to send you in the weirdest direction, and I find it really difficult to even using the charts to try and find where I'm supposed to go. So I found a really cool mod on FlightSim.2 which basically keeps the taxi little arrows, but it makes them so subtle you can barely see them. However, I can barely see these. You need glasses, obviously. No, thank you. It's good to know. I wasn't sure, actually. Like, for example, with the taxi lights, the nose lights, is that just for dark? Like, do I even need them on? Because they're obviously... in the dark, you need them on because else you can't see. That's like having your headlights on, isn't it? But if you're in daylight like this, do I need them on? Or do I just leave them as they are? You know what I mean? Right, here we are, holding short of runway 25. So let's begin to slow down a bit. And doesn't get much more perfect than that when it comes to... Right, let's check flaps. Flaps 1, spoilers are armed, engines set to norm, and everything's, I think, exactly where I want it. Takeoff config test, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that, so we're not going to be doing that. That's set to 10,000, which is fine. We've got the correct, 1017 is the correct altimeter settings. We've got a 7-knot wind. I reckon we're good. So let's contact ATC or contact tower even. Get our takeoff clearance.
Krakow Tower EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 ready for departure runway 25 IFR to Palma.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 altimeter 30.03 wind 234 at 12. Cleared for takeoff runway 25.
have to take off runway 25, let's go! That's not how they actually talk. You can switch on the taxi lights after every pushback when the tug has moved away, but they're always switched on regardless of day or night. Okay, that's cool to know. So now we're at the runway, so now we would turn these to takeoff and turn the landing lights on because you keep them on. So from what I understand, you take them on, or keep the landing lights on under 10,000 feet, and then you turn them off above that. I think that's what we're talking about here. Anyway, before these people start to get angry, let's do this. So this mod's cool because you can actually address the cabin. So we can go cabin crew, seats for takeoff. No, cancel. Why didn't it do that? What's going on with that? Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. Thank you. Flight attendant request. Generic. Go. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, how cool is that? I love it. I love this mod. Right, okay, let's go. Sometimes you can switch off runway turn-off lights for extra visibility. Takeoff lights under 10K isn't correct. Get on! In danger. No. It's good that you got here, though, because you are just in time. We were going to leave Poland without you, Danger. We were going to leave Poland without you. But it's okay. We're going to bring you with us now. So don't panic too much. Okay. Here we go. Everything check. Take up to about 40%. Here we go. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong. Only just taking off, correct. B1, rotate, supposedly. Nice, positive rate. Gear up. Excellent. Attain the flex. Manual flex is what we want. Autopilot on.
127.45 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Warsaw Center EasyJet Echo Juliet.
Oh, there we go.
Is at 2,700 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Okay. Turn off those lights. There we go. Right.
Warsaw Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Oh, flaps as well. There we go. Right. Who did I miss? Because I missed people coming in. Who did I miss? Zachary, welcome. How are you? Danger, good job you got on board just in time. Relax. Have yourself something to eat. Oh, there's a fly in my house. Country mama. Hey, Kevin. Thank you very much. Oh, did I not acknowledge? There we go.
Continue to KK 599 turning and following heading 250. Resume on navigation EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
There we go. Kevin, how are you doing? Welcome to the community. Pleasure to have you. What program are you using to communicate with the cabin crew? New to Flight Sim. I'm also new, and this is one I found on Orbix. It is called PACX, and it's from, so if you download Orbx, so ORBX, they've got their own launcher where that is just full of, I mean, you could spend like probably tens of thousands of pounds in there buying airports. I don't recommend you go do that. But there is in there some free mods as well, and there's also this one, which is one that allows you to communicate with the flight crew, and it also, if I show you, so you have your satisfaction rating based on how well you're flying and all of this kind of thing. Hang on, I just want to make sure that, hold on. Are we over 10,000 feet yet? Yes, so we're coming up through 10,000 feet, so I'm going to turn my landing lights off.
10,000 feet, you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi.
Give me 1 second,
dude. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
Okay. So now we're just waiting for them to give us our next The
flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign.
What is going on with our flight plan right now?
Keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
Oh, okay, it's taking a turn. So, let's have a look. Just plan on what you're doing. Well, there's going to be food coming around soon, okay? So don't worry too much, Danger. You're going to have food soon. But yeah, this is really nice because it gives you all of this. As you can see, we actually lost one passenger. One passenger, something happened. They had to leave. So we had to get rid of one. And, but yeah, so you have all of the passengers. Tells you what they're after, whether they're hungry and stuff. The cabin crew will actually go around and feed them, which is cool. So you'll see occasionally, you'll hear them saying, oh, we are now serving food, and they'll go off and serve food. You also can interact with the cabin, so you can tell everyone you're ahead of schedule or whatever. What's going on with the engine right now? This is the only flight I'm ever so slightly worried, because this is the flight that I have done. I've used Simbrief to create the flight plan. This is the first time I've ever done that. That's actually so far worked anyway. So I used Simbrief to create a proper flight plan and imported it into the game. And with a bit of luck, it's going to work. But we will see. This is Austria to our left. Or well, we're currently flying over Poland, but. So yeah, so it's called PACX, which is PACX is the name of the software. And as I say, it gives you this little information down the bottom. I also have, I don't know if any of you guys stream this game. If you do, then I use another piece of software called FlyLive Studio, which allows you to input what's going on in the sim. So your height, your altitude, and all these kind of things. It allows you to input that into the game itself. So are we gonna fly higher than 10,000 feet then, or what? Are we getting... They're gonna give us another... We're supposed to be 35,000, right? We're supposed to be at 35,000. So what's your favorite plane then, Kevin? Have you just bought this game because you're into flight sims, or have you just seen it on Game Pass, or have you got yourself a flight stick and a hotel system and you just love playing? Like, what brings you into it all? If you have any questions that I can answer, I will. If not, then we've got people in here like Thick Chicken Nugget, who wants to be a pilot when they're older. They've been playing this game for ages, know a lot about it. John obviously knows a lot. I'm asking John questions. He's helping me out. So we're a pretty helpful bunch of people. Everyone's helping me at the moment. And then if anything I can help you with afterwards, I will. But yeah, it's a good little program, really. I'm looking forward to my dog is having puppies as well in a couple of weeks, and so I am on the night shift, but looking after the puppy. So it means for the first 2-3 weeks, my wife will go to bed at 10, and obviously not be doing anything to do with the puppies, and then we will basically be in charge of them until 6 in the morning, where I will then go to bed. So it's going to be a lot of long. We're going to be able to do long haul flights and like stopovers and do some tours and things. I'm hoping they'll bring helicopters out at some point soon, like good ones. So that should be fun. Are they going to actually? You got a laptop with a mouse, but you have shortcuts for all the stuff you need, like 787. not the one from Asobo, but the Quality Wings one is much better, and the 777 from PMDG. I need to get... I'm always wary and reluctant for planes from, like, say, FlightSim.2, because sometimes they're just really sketchy. And that always... I don't want to, like, fly a whole flight and then have it just... I don't know, just crash and die. Like, it doesn't... that doesn't make me happy. When are we getting... Can we have, like, an increase in our altitude right now by, like, 10,000 feet, please? As soon as the PMDG 777, it'll be in my room for ages. Okay, 16,000. I'll take that. I feel like we're just really low. And I always worry, might not be the case, but I do quite often worry that the ATC in Flight Sim has just forgotten about us. It's like they've just forgotten. Yep, gotcha. Also need standard barometric pressure now. There we go. PMDG. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a little look at that now. So PMDG 787. I did.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect flight level 200 EasyJet Echo Juliet.
So what have we got? So, and the 777 from PMDG. Hang on. So, PMDG 777. Oh, PMDG.com. Do these work in... So one last thing before you disappear. Do these PMDG ones that are for Prepare 3D, do they work for... do they work in MFS, in Microsoft Flight Simulator as well, or do you need... Are they only for Prepare 3D stuff? Or is Prepare 3D... See, this is one thing I haven't even looked at. Going to bed? No worries. Thanks very much for dropping in, dude. Thank you for helping me out. Any little bits of information like that I love. So thank you so much for helping. Get yourself some rest. Get yourself some rest. And we are in the sky. Let me get the let me get the flight crew to tuck you in. Hang on. Flight crew, we have John going to bed, so can you come up here to just tuck him in, give him a teddy bear and maybe a bit of a back rub? Thank you. Flight crew, we have John going to bed, so can you come up here to just tuck him in, give him a teddy bear and maybe a bit of a back rub? Thank you.
You got it.
There we go. They're coming to give you they're going to tuck you in now, John. Don't you panic. How come it's not telling us ETA or distance? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, unfortunately. I don't know where... I did, yes. I'm ignoring ATC. Getting me in trouble now. I think it might be because I'm not using real time, Tan. Because I wanted to do a daytime flight. Oh, the moon. They're really not going to raise me up, are they? Look at that view, though. So where are we flying over right now? So we're currently flying, we've just gone over the border into Germany. So we're currently in Germany. Don't know if you can see the border. Where's the border? Not entirely sure. But yeah, the ETA and the distance, I don't know. I wonder if I can Google actually. Why is ETA and distance not showing from not entirely sure. It's on FlyLife Studio, isn't it? Yes, I have. Oh, hang on a minute. How new is the trailer? Danger. Why is ETA and distance not showing? FlyLife. There we go. See if I can figure out today. In that case, no, I haven't. Okay, I need to. Let me see. I wonder if I can find global variables, maybe. Well, that's for the bot. Don't need that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it's not telling us the distance and stuff. Must be a thing somewhere here that I can check. Landing rate. Yes, DM it to me, send it to me, I want to see. Text data displays the current progress of the flight. Closer you are, you should name your elements something meaningful. I don't know, unfortunately. Don't matter. No, I'm with you. I was wondering too yesterday, and I was supposed to check it, but I never actually got around to it. Oh, fill in the departure and arrival. Okay, flight dispatcher is used to give information regarding your current flight, so it can calculate information like your distance to go and the time of arrival. Set up a flight, please follow these steps. Oh, okay. So I have to fill it in myself. So let's do that now really quickly. So in the Fly Live, there should be a dispatcher somewhere. Flight dispatcher, here we go. So we edit this. Departure ICO is EPKK. Arrival is Leopard. Call sign is EJU 4585. And okay. There we go. Now it tells us where we are. Obviously knows our speed, etc. Time to go. ETA. There. I think that fixed it. Jacob, we're going to fly over your house. Oh, let's hope so. Where do you live, Jacob? Like, don't tell me your full address. That's not sensible. Don't do that. Don't tell anybody on the internet your full address. However, a country will do. That's worked now, right? We've got our vertical speeds. I'm just looking at it down in the corner. A little bit of turbulence by those things. And ETA 0026. Beautiful. You live in the Czech Republic. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oliverato. Welcome as well. Welcome, guys. And distance to go. Yay! Don't know how you're ever going to meet new people. Wow, because you can go out into the world and meet them at a safe place where they're not going to come around in the middle of the night and steal your dog. Best bet, definitely. But there you go. Well, welcome from Czech Republic. Oliverato, welcome as well. Welcome, guys. We are flying from Krakow in Poland. We've got a very hungover first class or executive class manifest today. Horizons and Danger and Evil. Evil's so hungover from yesterday that she is currently asleep. Had to be carried on. Buck was very kind. Carried her on. Put her in her seat. She's currently sat just about here. That's her view. Except for her view is completely black because her eyes are closed. I can have your dog for free. Your house is a super safe place. How creepy does that sound? Deary me. Very hungover bunch of executive class seats today, but it's all good.
Welcome, Squire.
Hey, welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing all right. I've just realized I haven't got my activity feed on. Jean-Loup, welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Disorientate's here. Everyone's allowed at least one carry-on. True. And Buck's carry-on today was evil. Targeting unconscious people through security. You had to do the whole weekend at Evil's bit. Hey, at least we got a run. So, why are they just letting us cruise along here at like... So, that's something that's not worked, is it? Because I don't want to be flying this low. Like, altitude increase. I want another 10,000 feet. What's your favorite plane? Currently, I'm really loving this one, which is the FlyByWire. There we go. Climb and maintain flight level 300, EasyJet EJU 4455. I think, or something along those lines is what we have to say. There we go, 30,000 feet. So I've been loving this one because it works. I've tried, or I've been playing with a lot of the other the games built-in planes, like the Asobo ones, and some of them are just a bit sketchy. I like the Daher. So is it Daher? Daher? That plane I really do like. So that would have to probably be my second favorite one after this one, for sure. But the A320 at the moment, I'm absolutely loving. What I'm trying to do is I want to be playing on VATSIM at some point in the next month or two. So in order to do that, what I want to do is know a plane inside and out, like everything about it, and then, or how, you know, everything about how all the instruments work, how to fly it, etc., etc. And then once I've done that and I kind of know my way around the game a lot, then I want to go on to the ATC stuff, and then hopefully we can start playing on VATSIM, which would be amazing balls. Well, I'm still nervous for that, just a little bit. We can also unarm those puppies right there, as well as flaps are already up, so that's fine. Everything over there is set correctly. Auto brakes. Auto brakes are going to be on low when we actually get to our destination, but we'll prepare that when we get there.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service.
Oh, there we go.
Serving complimentary drinks and
Snacks and drinks are coming around, guys.
Back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, please note that we only accept credit cards.
Only credit cards. So this is the same as yesterday, all right? If you've got actual money, we're not interested, okay? We are only interested in you spending money that does not belong to you. You have to borrow it from the bank. That's all we want. So we are currently flying over Czechia, which I think is Czech. Is that the Czech Republic? Or is it just Czechia? Czechia. Either way, flying over that. And we are very shortly going to be over Austria. So we're getting there quick. We're traveling really slowly. I feel like we're traveling really slowly. But I guess not. Cheese and wine as per usual. El Balbino. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. We flew over France yesterday. No, actually, did we fly over France yesterday? Ooh, I might lie. I don't think we did. No, because we went over Amsterdam. We went up, didn't we? And across the very, very top of the English Channel, right where it borders with the North Sea. And then we flew down through over Amsterdam. So no, we didn't go over France yesterday. But welcome. Bonjour or bonne nuit. Bonsoir. Something like that. You buy us a drink. Do you want me to get you? Shall I get you a drink? Hang on. Could you take a couple of drinks to executive class, please? Because we've got one very, very sassy and tired lady who needs a cocktail.
Austria 316, you are 67 miles north. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 approach by rapid transition.
Hang on.
Clear.
Could you take a couple of drinks to executive class, please? Because we've got one very, very sassy and tired lady who needs a cocktail.
All right.
There you go. It's on the way. So yeah, what's your favorite? So you're waiting for the Boeing 737, Jacob. Are you waiting for the 737 that's a Sobo, or are you waiting for somebody else to make one? Promise money only, no cash. Exactly. Yeah, we want you to be in debt. We don't need... Right, we're going through the clouds, so I'm going to put the anti-ice on. So, there we go. Program window heat. There we go. So that's one thing I learned as well, is when you're traveling through the clouds, that's when you will put on the anti-ice. Although apparently we are no longer flying through those clouds. But there you go. It annoys me how, when you go in this view, how low you are, how high you are even. Almost want to do that for you, don't we? Need a few drinks. You survived your MRI. Oh, yeah. How did your MRI go? That's good. I'm glad it went well. Completely forgot about that. I'm a bad person. Oh, that's our view from the ground. Look. There we go. Our view from the ground as we go flying by. Interesting. There we go. I always get lost in the view buttons. Always get lost. And in game one. Oh, nice. You got 738.
Mark Center, Magic Sun Tree, 03 flight is passing flight level 360, descending 10,000 feet.
Magic Sun Tree 03. 5 blocks.
Okay, so we're hanging around 30,000 feet, but I want to be higher than that. So I am going to ask again for another altitude increase. I would like to be 35,000 feet. I think, hang on. So it is odd altitudes going. I'm trying to look. So there's a rule, I believe. I think there's like a wheel almost where if you are traveling between 360 or between 0 and 180 degrees or 179, then it's, I think, odd altitudes. Or if you're heading the other way, then it's even. So I think we need an even altitude. So I think we have to go up to 35,000 feet. No. No, we'd be even. So we want 360. Acknowledge. We don't want 350 though. We want 360. 6. Cruising altitude increased by 1 more. We want 360.
Center, EasyJet, Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Request flight level 360.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 climb and maintain
There we go.
flight level 350. Expect flight level 360.
Oh, 36,000 feet, guys. We are getting high.
124.4. Good day.
It is getting high. There we go.
And maintain flight level 350. Expect flight level 360.
Okay, we can turn the anti-ice on now to save a bit of fuel. We've got all of this off. And we've got the beacon lights on.
124.4.
Emergency signs are armed. Everything's good. So from what I understand in the A330, this is just from my research I've been doing recently, is that it works on the principle that if a light is on, then it's a problem. So basically when it looks like this and no lights are on, so nothing says anything, then you know everything's okay. Whereas when something goes wrong, that's when a light comes on. That's how the dash works, from what I understand. I can't remember what it's called, but that's the gist of it. I'm just going to be so pleased. Yesterday I was pleased that we actually managed to land. Genuinely, I was genuinely pleased about that. Today I'm just going to be pleased if the flight plan goes okay. Now it seems like ATC is a bit poo, but that we can deal with. Oh, we're about to fly into Austria. Any second now we're about to fly into Austria. We might hit a little bit of weather, possibly as we get down towards Milan. Looks like there might be a little bit, possibly, as I'm looking on my other screen, but I think we'll probably be okay. As we come up towards... What's our ground? So our ground speed is 363, so we're definitely getting there. Oh, that's the console floor. I want the lights on. There we go. Yes, I did have a look at that airport. Princess Juliana Airport, International Airport. I had a look where it is, and it is out sort of like Virgin Islands way. So like Puerto Rico, that kind of area. So what I'm thinking is, because I'm an idiot, and this would just be entertaining, the way that we're currently... Well, the way that I'm kind of doing this right now, and I'm really enjoying doing it this way, is to have... Hang on.
Climb and maintain flight level 360 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
I'm really enjoying the fact that we are staying where we are. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yesterday we flew from Bristol to Krakow in Poland. And then today we've flown from Krakow in Poland somewhere else. So we're going to land in Palma de Mallorca. And then what I would like to do, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because it depends on...
Going to 124.4 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
There we go. Yeah, it depends on us cleaning. We got to clean the carpet, so it depends when we do that. Okay, so we're full. We're on course. But yeah, so then like the next flight, where whatever we do, I want to go from Palma de Mallorca to somewhere else, so we can just start essentially kind of traveling the world. So we're going to be... I've just got my map up on the other screen. We're going to be... The amount of time we have while we're streaming means, Bristol to Poland was fine. Poland to Mallorca's fine. We'd be able to get quite far down, probably down through Algeria maybe, if we wanted to start going towards Africa, or could go down in towards Turkey. We want to go and see what Turkey's like, or we can begin going up. So we could head up and try and go sort of like Norway, Sweden kind of direction, quite possibly. We have an alarm, but we're good. So yeah, we can figure out. But that airport that you sent me, that Giuliana one, is all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, but would be quite entertaining to fly towards it and try and land there, knowing that we might just crash. It's quite a long flight for us to just crash. That's probably a good... Let's see. It's probably a good flight. A good 5-hour flight. 6 maybe. Depressurization. We seem all right. We seem all right. Just definitely went for a bit of turbulence there. No alarms, no issues, nothing's broken. We're all good. Just went for a lovely patch of horribleness. But we're going pretty fast. What's our ETA right now? New cruising altitude, 36,000 feet. Yes. Okay. 862 miles. Yeah, I agree, Danger. I agree. There's loads of really, really horrible runways, which would be interesting to just try and land on. So perhaps take like a little trip. I mean, we could just leave this plane, for example. We could leave this sucker in Palma de Mallorca, perhaps. Come across and maybe fly from, let me see. We could probably do from Cuba. We could probably take off from Cuba or Florida. I'll tell you what, that's not a bad idea. We could go from Miami, Florida, and fly down to Princess Juliana. That's probably, that's doable in one stream. Take like an American Airlines flight or something. Go from Florida and head down to. That's probably a good bet. That's what we shall do. All right. I think I need a few more lessons first. I agree with that, definitely. Definitely agree with that. Okay. The view is nice. So what's those over there? So on the left-hand side right now, as we fly through or over Vienna, I'm wondering what we're looking at. Oh, what we're looking at. Why not Orlando? Oh, we could go from Orlando. How far away is Orlando? Slightly further. Let me see. There's a way of drawing, isn't there, on the map? Why don't you go like click, right click, measure distance. There we go. Distance from Orlando. Drag to change. No, from Orlando to there. Distance to here is... Why is it in kilometers? God damn it. 1,300 miles. It's quite a long flight. That's probably a 3.5 hour flight. I'm not worried about doing that at all. That's fine by me. Orlando to Princess Juliana, which is a incredibly hard airport to land in. 3.5 hours, and then potentially 3.5 hours added to a potential crash. Why not? You've driven it? Oh, we can go from Orlando. I'm sure there must be some really nice... what's it called? Some really nice scenery around Orlando on the game. All right, let's see. What's wrong with this person? Tired. Somewhat thirsty. Somewhat hungry. It's a little bit annoying, actually, because we've only just sent the food around. Was he sleeping or something? We've got here, this person's content. Everyone's happy, though. Everyone's happy, which is nice. Killing all the people that stand there and watch planes land. Yep. I want to know what those mountains are. I'm going to have to... I'm just going to duplicate that tab. And then head over to where we are, like, right now. So we are... Let's see, just coming over Vienna. I don't know what the mountain range would be called. It's just mountains at the south of Austria. Anyone knows what they're called? Let me know. Can you get a Pepsi? You're after a Pepsi? We are having some issues. Definitely having issues. Overspeed. We are overspeed right now. What is going on? Alright, let's bring our speed down.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay, we are having issues. All right, let's let the plane... Why is it just getting faster and faster and faster? Why are we on Mac as well? Oh. I'm just gonna get this thing. This thing's not managing its own speeds very well. So we are going to... Oh! Josh, how's it going? The Alps. Hey, hi, Image. How you doing?
4585, please expedite your climb, flight level 360.
360. Let's go.
Vienna Center, EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, requesting vector to next waypoint. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, continue to live returning and following heading 250, resume on navigation.
Plane doesn't seem happy, does it? This time you're not in your nose, you're in the back. Oh, well, I don't think you're much safer over there. It does not want to be going this fast.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, acknowledge last transmission. Continue to limb returning and following heading 250, proceed on course EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Come on. It's not happy. What do you mean by OF? Higher? What do you mean by OF, my friend? All right, we are flying through here. It's time to jump. Jump! Get out! Oh, you mean the distance? You've driven 1,300 miles. You're a nutcase then. That's crazy, crazy, crazy distances, dude. It's got to be... I wonder if it's to do with the altitude, that it doesn't want to go that fast at such high altitude. Do you think that's the reason? Look at that, though. Guys, that's where the snow is. If you were wondering, that's where the snow is. For sure. 100%. So many damn good screenshots on this thing. Take one from both sides. So much snow, I know.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, you are 800 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 360. Descend and maintain flight level 360, EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Getting constant alarms about overspeed. We're going to have to... What is going on? The autopilot's like constantly... There we go. The autopilot keeps disengaging. Is that because of the turbulence? That's got to be because of the turbulence, isn't it? I think we might have to decrease our cruising altitude by... Let's say 4,000 feet. Let's take us down to 32,000. Let's have flight level 320 and hope that the turbulence isn't as bad.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, descend and maintain flight level 360. Expect flight level 320.
Gotcha.
Descend
Right.
and maintain flight level 360. Expect flight level 320. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Come on. Come on, plane. Manage the speed. Manage the altitude. Bring me down. All right, thrusters come right down. Beginning to descend a little bit. I don't think the height. We're too high. I say I don't know a huge amount about it. Like, I'm not an expert, but I got a feeling we might have been pushing our luck, just flying a little bit too high. We'll see if 32,000 is better. Chicken nugget wants a Pepsi. Hi, cabin crew. Can I get a Pepsi to thick chicken nugget, please? Extra ice and straw, and of course a little cocktail umbrella as well, if you can manage one.
Hi, cabin crew. Can I get a Pepsi to thick chicken nugget, please? Extra ice and straw, and of course a little cocktail umbrella as well, if you can manage one.
All right.
Hey, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. It's like knowing a doorman at a nightclub. Just kind of skip the queue. Man, that's a cool view, though. Well, it's a little bit misty from there, but which side's better? There, look at that. That's cool. Haven't heard of it, don't think. Haven't played anything. You've been too busy working, that's why, Horizons. You work too hard. Guys, if you're enjoying this flight, if you like a bit of flight sim, there's going to be a lot more going on over the next couple of weeks especially, so hopefully you are. Sit back, relax. If you have any flights that you would like us to do, any airports we like to visit and things like that, then let me know. I'm interested. On Epic. Oh my god, I haven't even opened Epic Launcher in like forever. Genuinely just haven't opened the Epic Launcher in like such a long time. Look at that turbulence. Might like it too. If it's on Epic and it's free, I try and pick up as many Epic, like free Epic games as I possibly can anyway. So try and remind me when we land, Danger, and I'll get it downloading. Okay, so the plane seems content to manage its own speed now. It just wasn't, it did not want to fly that high. So we're going to stick around this kind of, these kind of altitudes, I think, between 30 to 35,000 feet. But I didn't want 35 today. It's a lot of turbulence. It is. It's not particularly great in here, actually. To be honest, I think I'm going to switch on the seatbelt signs. Oh, what? Won't let me. Oh, it's because the blimmin' cabin crew keep turning it off. I have to request public address. No. Flight attendant. Oh, I can't. Oh, interact. There we go. Flight attendant requests. Nope. Oh. Maybe we have to... Let's make the seatbelt signs manual. I feel like we're good enough to do the seatbelt signs manually now. Seatbelt sign assistance. Done. Go. Okay, let's try that. And then now I should be able to turn the seatbelts on. There we go.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
Turn the seatbelts on just while we go through this little bit of turbulence. Don't want anyone bumping their heads. Oh. I've heard from Steele recently. Yes, his mum is getting better. And he has popped in a few times. Obviously, I stream so early nowadays, Tan, that Steele is often not around until the end. But, yeah, last time I spoke to him, he was all right. He was working a lot, though. He said he was working a lot. So he hasn't been in much, but he has been in. All right, we're now about halfway through Austria. Let me announce to the cabin. Ladies and gentlemen, I have turned on the seatbelt signs. If you could remain seated. There's a lot of turbulence right now, and I don't want you flying up and bumping your head on the ceiling and trying to sue me, because I'm trying to progress through my career as a pilot here in PACX, and it's not going to help if you've bumped your head. So please remain seated, and as soon as the turbulence is over, I'll let you get up. And, yeah, sit down. Wow. That was like the longest flipping thing ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have turned on the seatbelt signs. If you could remain seated. There's a lot of turbulence right now, and I don't want you flying up and bumping your head on the ceiling and trying to sue me, because I'm trying to progress through my career as a pilot here in PACX, and it's not going to help if you've bumped your head. So please remain seated, and as soon as the turbulence is over, I'll let you get up. And, yeah. Sit down.
You crashed into a mountain? What'd you crash into a mountain for? There's a lot of turbulence right now. A lot of turbulence right now. But that is a nice picture. Trying to remember which way round. What's the thumbnail look like for today? So it's this way round we want the pictures. But I took them all the other way round yesterday. So all the pictures I took yesterday were all the wrong way round, basically. So we want this way round for pictures. Like that. I think. I can't believe you crashed into a mountain. Oh, you muppet. Look at that, though. There's mountains everywhere. As far as the eye can see. Mountains, mountains. No wonder there's so much turbulence. I'm guessing there's no way of actually getting over that either. It's just all coming off the mountains. Oh, I haven't plugged my controller in today, actually, for the drone camera. I should do that. Plug in the drone cam. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Oh, yeah, whatever. Default, it's fine. Okay, there we go. So if I go on that camera, there we go. Now I can fully, now we can take the pictures how I want them to be taken, which is like that. Oh my God, stupid freaking controller. There we go. So we can take like, nice. I need a new controller. This controller's a wee bit on the pooped side, really, but it will do what it needs to do. That's not bad. That's not a bad picture. There we go. Then we go back to using the mouse again. Please tell you the mountain was somewhere nice. Yeah, was it at least somewhere nice? Oh, we have issues again. The autopilot disengaged. So I thought I knew better off cleaning carpets after the puppy's little accident. Wow, Qatari 3 is passing level 385, descending 10,000 feet. Crazy. They've been high. So with the puppies on the way, we're actually trying to, we're essentially sterilizing like the whole house before they get here. And then, so, you know, we've done carpets, sofas, everything. We're basically sort of sterilizing, and then we have like a point blank rule now in the house where nobody's allowed to wear shoes through the front room. So because the kids obviously have worn shoes all through last, you know, over the Christmas and the summer and everything, like shoes have been worn through the house loads. So we just want to clean the whole house ready for them, because obviously they're very susceptible to like germs and things like that. And then once it's done, then it's like kind of tick and moving on. But that's the basis for it, really. I wonder if you can set up. I wonder if you can set it up so that it posts in Discord. Because I saw something on here, right? It says down here, look. Enable Discord rich presence. Network port 9000. What does that do? Maybe it says where we are. ETA says 000. ETA 000. That means we have made up 15 minutes. So the ETA will be our time, Tan? and it's currently 10:30. So that means, yeah, we were originally due at about midnight. So we have made up 15 minutes. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, 1 hour 17. Yeah, we're gonna be early. We're gonna be flipping early. Nice. Better do an announcement. I wonder if we have a tailwind. Let me just check this. No, we don't. We have a headwind. So maybe that would explain the turbulence, as we pretty much have a headwind right now. Yeah, that probably explains that. Okay. Anyway, let's do an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be pleased to know that we are ahead of schedule by approximately 20 minutes. It's just been pointed out by one of our first-class customers that we should be expected to land round about midnight UK time, which is approximately midnight Mallorca time. But it's daytime for you because we're running in the day. I know it's all very confusing, but anyway, please be satisfied because we're ahead of schedule. Enjoy your drinks. It's good that you pointed that out to me, Tan, because doing things like being ahead of schedule and stuff actually improves the satisfaction rating, which you can see down underneath me now. So the satisfaction should go up when they hear that we are roughly 20 minutes ahead of schedule.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be pleased to know that we are ahead of schedule by approximately 20 minutes. It's just been pointed out by one of our first-class customers that we should be expected to land round about midnight UK time, which is approximately midnight Mallorca time. But it's daytime for you because we're running in the day. I know it's all very confusing, but anyway, please be satisfied because we're ahead of schedule. Enjoy your drinks.
There we go. So we are now ahead of schedule, and hopefully that satisfaction rating should go up a little bit too. So that's cool. Wolf Among Us 2 has been properly announced. I've just had an email. It says, it's from Telltale. I don't know if you can see that. It says, in case you missed the news, Telltale is back. The big news, we're in production on a brand new season of The Wolf Among Us 2. We sat down with Jeff Knightley, revealed the first official trailer, and answered your questions about the game's development. Beautiful. And we also announced partnering with Deck 9 Games to create a new game together. The Expanse, a Telltale series. Here's the official trailer. So there's 2 new Telltale games coming out. That makes me super happy. That I'm excited for. Absolutely. That's amazing. That's cheered me up a little bit. Game-wise, that has cheered me up a little bit because Telltale games are just amazeballs. So, there we go. Oh.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, contact Milan Center on 124.925. Good day. 124.925 for EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay. Contact Milan Center.
Milan Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, flight level 320. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, Milan Center, continue to departure.
Continue as planned. Just mountains everywhere. Very cool, but mountains nonetheless. Like everywhere. There's the moon. It's quite frustrating, really, because ideally I'd want to do all flights in real time. And if we do any really, really long flights, so if we ever do any long haul flights, perhaps something ridiculous like Bristol to Sydney or something silly like that, then I will do them in real time. We'll take off whatever time it is and we'll just go and we'll keep going. However, when we're just doing these short haul ones like this, where it's just a couple of hours, I just think that it's a bit more interesting looking out the window and seeing where we are, seeing mountains, rather than currently, obviously, we'd be just looking out and just seeing darkness. So that's why we're doing that. So where are we? That's a very good question. This is the flight plan. I don't know if I showed you it or if you were here when I showed you it, Tan. But this is the flight plan. We're leaving Poland. So we're about nearly halfway there now as we fly through Czechia, then Austria, then through the top of Italy, and then over Monaco, and then eventually down over the Balearic Sea, down to Palma de Mallorca, down the bottom. We are currently here. So are we... Pretty sure we're in Italy at this point. Pretty sure we're over Italy. I think this is all Italy as well, isn't it? So yeah, so I think we're over Italy. Or we're in Italy right now. So we're just flying over the... I want to say the Alps. I want to say the Alps. What's the mountains that are over the top of Italy? Because you've got the Swiss Alps. Because Andorra, isn't Andorra somewhere around here? Do we have Andorra around here somewhere? Maybe. Maybe not. Possibly not. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we currently are anyway. We're flying over somewhere called Bolzano and Trento, but I think these are all smaller places. We're headed towards Milan. We should go past Milan in, what's that? That's probably about 15, 20 minutes worth of flying that. I reckon. We're going at about 400 knots ground speed, so we're going quite slow, actually. Really. But yeah, you know, it's saying that there's places around us, but we just don't see any places anywhere right now. Nothing but mountains and trees and mountains and some trees and some mountains. Pretty much. So we shall see what happens. But everyone seems pretty happy. 93% satisfied is good. Let's take a look at our MCDU. I'm happy that the flight plan managed to make its way into our systems correctly so far. The proof will be in the pudding, as they say, and that will be whether the landing goes to plan. So we shall see. Cabin altitude 6,450 feet. Is that us? No. Cabin altitude. So I wonder if there's anything in the panel above that we can do that changes stuff in the cabin pressure. Mode select. I don't know. I don't want to mess with the cabin pressure too much, just in case we screw something up. Landing elevation. Landing elevation auto. Not sure what that means. Cabin pressure. Would be if you change to manual, I guess you'd be able to lower and higher the pressure. Not entirely sure on that sense. Therefore, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with something. I want to break it. Danger always says, don't mess, you break it. So I'm not going to mess. I don't want to break it. Expected arrival in 1 hour and 37 minutes, which is... There we go. See? Knew it. Danger straight in there. Do not mess. I won't. Oh, sure. Tired. Traveled quite a long way so far, though. Do you know what? I downloaded Danger just in case we go to Manchester Airport at some point, because I know that you said you know Manchester Airport. Just in case we ever take off from there, I downloaded the Etihad and Stadium and Old Trafford. So we have some decent scenery. Don't know if you fly anywhere near it when you're flying into Manchester, but Manchester United and Manchester City stadiums I downloaded. There's so much. There is an unbelievable amount of mods to this game to make it more and more and more and more and more and more and more realistic. It's absolutely insane. So it is very, very cool. Thank you everyone who's hit the thumbs up button today, and all of the new subscribers as well, for joining us in our mission to fly all around the world in various different planes. Make sure that Horizons and Danger and Evil get drunk in as many towns as possible. I'm guessing Tan's joining for the ride now too. Those mountains. Go to the little Leeds Bradford airport. There is Leeds Bradford. Leeds Bradford is an airport. Hang on, where do I find it? It's in there. Orbix. Let me load Orbix a minute. I'll show you. Where's it gone? Where is it? Why is it not showing up? Doesn't want to load. Literally doesn't want to load right now. Where's it going? Orbix. There we go. Europe, and somewhere here there is Leeds Bradford. I've seen it. Leeds Bradford. There you go. So there is a full-on Leeds Bradford airport. It's like 10 quid. This is why I'm being careful. Like 10 quid. But there's a proper Leeds Bradford International Airport there. Fully made. Obviously, it'll be there anyway. You know, there'll be like a default version. But if it was something that we ended up doing a lot of, then, you know, slowly but surely you can build up to be able to have, you know, all these really cool places. Not worth a tenner, no. Not at the moment. Not at the moment, but you never know. Do you know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen in the future. There was at one point where, you know, I would never even dreamed of having 9 ARC servers. Do you know what I mean? There was one point where that was never even, I'd have thought, no. But then at one point we did. So you never know. You never know. Never know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to go and make myself a little drink in a minute, though. A little cheeky drink. Got about an hour until our top of descent, this thing reckons. Exeter, yes, Tan. I have already got Exeter. I found Exeter for free. So yeah, we already have Exeter. I think, or did I find it for free? Yeah, I think I did. Pretty sure I did. All right, how are our beloved customers doing? Everyone's okay. Everyone's pretty much okay, aren't they? Leeds Bradford is tiny. Is it? It's not always about the size of the airport, though. It's about how well and realistic it is. For me, anyway. Like, I'd rather go and land in an airport that's so well made that you can, you know, visually you know exactly where you are in it, walking around and stuff, than maybe, you know, a larger airport that's not made as well. So, I know, Tan. I know. It's yeah, because it doesn't even show up. So Plymouth Airport doesn't even show up in the sim. You can't land there. You can't take off there. You can't land there. I wonder if people... Size doesn't matter. Callum. See? Told you was being rude. Knew you was being rude. Knew it. That's it. You've been demoted from executive class down to the rude bit at the back where everyone's... Look at all the joke books. It's near Leeds. Don't expect much. Well, there is... Let me have a look. So, MSFS, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Plymouth Airport. Let me see if someone's made it. EGHD, Plymouth Airport, Microsoft Flight Simulator, reactivation. Okay, so what's this one then? This says... This is a reactivation of EGHD Plymouth in sunny Devon. Was removed as a functional airport with the UK update along with a few others as it hasn't been an active airport in real life for quite some time. However, that's not going to stop you, this says. I haven't done much to this, so don't get moody. It's purely about restoring it. All that's been added is a small amount of light and the runways have been replaced so they light up again. Beyond that, it's pretty much as it is when it was officially in the sim. Last thing I read is the latest plan for it is to store a bunch of concrete beams. Exciting, but no doubt it'll end up being covered in luxury executive family apartments with a ground rent that triples every month, and they'll all start cracking and falling over. I may well return to it, make it look like somewhere vaguely real, but I want to eat my lunch. Props to Currum UK for suggesting it. What a legend. What a legend. Absolute freaking legend. I love that. That's brilliant. I think I'm just looking at the pictures, and as he says, I think that's literally all he's done. He's just turned it into an airport, which is, I guess, ultimately what that was all about. It's got nothing special in it, hasn't got any gates, just turned it into an airport that you can take off from. So there we go. Maybe I will download that, Tan, so that we've got Plymouth Airport. Maybe we'll do that. But that's interesting to know. It is actually there. We can get it if we want it. So that's really cool. Oh, let's get rid of that thing from the middle of the screen. Okay. The bot picks its quotes, doesn't it? I am getting like issues. Audio issues. Orbix Central. Close. Have I got anything open that I really don't need open? Maybe? Couldn't do. I don't know. I feel like the game's getting annoyed at me. No, I didn't. No, I don't have any control over the bot and the quotes. When the bot posts quotes, I have no power. It's just doing it automatically. It's just picking a quote and posting it out there to the world. All right, so we're going right slightly. Heading south. Way more south now. More like south-southwest rather than southwest. And I'm getting like major issues right now. That taskbar. I like it, okay? I like it. Something, however, is unhappy. Oh. I got Chrome open. That's going to make it sad. That should hopefully fix it now. So, are you getting, are you hearing crackles every now and then in the audio? Because I am. Made up another 5 minutes. Oh, we are speeding. I reckon now I've got rid of Chrome. I think it'll be fine. Oh. Where do you put everything then, Danger? If you don't have everything on your taskbar, where'd you put it all? It's done it again. It's annoying the crap out of me. I reckon if I restart audio engine, that normally fixes it. Nope. Doodly-doo. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. A folder? You used to have it all in a folder? It's so boring, though. Let me know if the audio is stuttering every now and then for you, Danger. Like, you know, you hear the and then it goes, and then stops and then goes again. Let me know if that's happening for you, because if it's not, I need to figure out why it is doing it for me. God, no. So it's not like stuttering or anything for you? It is? Okay, so it is doing it. I thought it was. I don't know why it's doing it, though. I don't think there's any way I can do anything about it either. Apart from thinking maybe the game's about to die, which is not positive. We shall see, though. And if I pause the game a minute, give it a little minute. We'll give it a minute to think about things. Just to think about life right now. I'm going to change my settings for the autosave to every 10 minutes. And go back to our map. Take this flight, save it. All right, we have saved the flight just in case, because you never know. I'm gonna have a quick look at my task manager as well. Task manager. How are we getting? Like, not. It's barely using anything. Look, we're like. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why it's angry. Hopefully, if we resume now. There we go. Gave it a minute to rethink. Rethink about life. There you go. Seems to be better now.
Generic 454, you are 28 miles south. Descend and maintain
Oh,
6,000 feet. Expect
nah, still doing it. It's still running well jerky, isn't it?
transition. Clear to Elvin.
Game's running sketchy.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS Whiskey runway 28 approach via Elbot transition. Clear to Elbot generic qualified form.
There we go. Yes, the game's stuttering, isn't it? Game's stuttering. Ooh. Look at that. I wonder if it's as it's loading everything in. That might be it, actually. General options. Let's put VSync on. Oh, will it not do anything over at 60? That's fine. Fly. There we go. See if that works. And also, oh, pre-caching's already high. Okay. See if, oh, no, that didn't help at all. Oh. Feels like it's gonna crash. Don't like that. so unhappy with me, guys. It's so unhappy. Ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be experiencing some stuttering in-game. So I'm very sorry about that if it's affecting your experience as a passenger. If you need anything, just make sure you ask Danger. She's got a whole stash full of crisps and biscuits and chocolates and sweets and possibly a little bit of gin as well that she can share, I'm sure. So just ask her if you have any problems. Other than that, just enjoy yourselves. Public address. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be experiencing some stuttering in-game. So I'm very sorry about that if it's affecting your experience as a passenger. If you need anything, just make sure you ask Danger. She's got a whole stash full of crisps and biscuits, chocolates and sweets, and possibly a little bit of gin as well that she can share, I'm sure. So just ask her if you have any problems. Other than that, just enjoy yourselves.
There we go.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that
Let's
you
Google it.
seatbelt fasten when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
Let's have a little look. Logged in today, was distracted. Of course, I have Electric wireless headphones that charge by USB. Headphones plugged in and charging. When you disconnected the USB cable, the stuttering immediately stopped. Okay, so I got a feeling it's got to be something to do with this. So what we'll do, we will use that one. And we will use that for the speakers. See if that improves it. Reckon it's an audio thing. In-flight movie today is Tommy Boy. It is? Does it say that somewhere? Oh, that didn't fix it. I think we've just got that now. Boo 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 boo. Might actually be this, you know, causing it. I am going to do some things a minute. So PACX. I'm going to close. I'm going to close PACX, see if that makes a difference. So we'll leave this for a sec. See if it stutters again. Yes, it does. It's not PACX. We can load that back up. Oh, I want the flight from before. I want to load my flight. Zero. Let's just see if this will load back up. Next. Yes. Right, let's get that. No, it won't work. We fluffed that up by trying to change that. Do not mess. I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is. Frame rate is 34. This all started to go wrong when I started messing. It did not! You're such a fibber-rooney. You are a fibber. You is a fibber. Interesting to know it's not PACX though. No PACX flight detected. Let me see if I can load PACX flight. View records. EGDD, PPKK. Yeah. Only just over halfway. Oh, we are loving life. Just has to touch stuff and can't help himself. Trying to stop the stuttering. The stuttering's bugging the crap out of me. Do. Someone says it might be their rolling cache becoming corrupted. Went to 4 times speed during the cruise just before it started. The sim went crazy trying to repeatedly download scenery all the time. NVIDIA HD audio. Who knows? Basically, we don't know what the problem is. Don't know what the problem is, but hopefully it will sort itself out eventually. Is the gist of it, I think. Oh, we are now not over the snow anymore, though, which is nice. There's mountains over to the right, but we are now nicely over the grass. It's so stuttery. Let's turn VSync off. And I think it's data. Current data consumption, that's fine. There's no limitation. Bandwidth, rolling cache. My rolling cache is only 8 gig. That's probably not gonna, that might be an issue. I need to probably make that higher. I'm not gonna do that now though, because if you do that now, then that will prove problematic. But that might be it. Might be the rolling cache. So, that's fine. The annoying thing is we have now lost the passengers. Can't communicate with the passengers anymore. So that's a bit poo, but never mind. We have got... Oh, we are overspeed again. What the hell's going on now? We are having issues. Can you come visit the cockpit? Of course you can. Let me just unlock the... Oh, my days. What the hell? I reckon the game's going to crash. I'm not even joking right now. I got a feeling the game is going to crash. Almost without fail. It's running so dodge.
Descend and maintain flight level 320 EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 45
There you go. Cockpit door is unlocked. The warning is depressurization. Is it? How'd you fix that? How'd you fix that, chicken nugget? Oh, by going down. Oh, okay. I see. Bum, 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 bum. Rapid decompression. Yeah, Thick's been learning. Thick knows. Oh, look, all this. Look who knows. Oh, all the knobs and sticks. Yes, there's a lot of them. All right, let's request that we go down in altitude then. Although I've got a feeling that this game is going to crash in a minute anyway. I've got a feeling we might have to reload the flight. Sadly. So let's have a decrease of, say, 4,000 feet.
Milan Center EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585. Request flight level 280. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 descend and maintain flight level 280.
We're that running now. Where are we? I mean, we are way more than halfway there. Look, we are 2/3.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, I did.
Descend and maintain flight level 280 EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
So the thing that I probably should have done before we started today was I probably should have rebooted my PC rather than just rebooting the streaming computer. That would have probably helped, but never mind. It seems to be all right now. There we go. So, over in that direction is the ocean. There's the ocean. Oh my God. I'm flipping. Oh my days. We're going to break it. It's going to crash. Okay. Right. Over in that direction. There we go. Over there we have the ocean. The Balearic Sea, I believe. The first one is flying the plane. So yeah, so we've got the ocean to the left of us, which is nice. We're just coming up on Monaco. So Monaco is over there somewhere. Over there is Monaco. I'm gonna plug my controller actually, just in case that's fluffing around with it. So over here somewhere is Monaco, where the Grand Prix is held. Like loads of it, yeah. It's not looking good, is it? It's looking like things might break, but hopefully we can at least get there on time. And obviously we don't have passengers anymore, sadly, because we can't start the flight back again. It just simply will not let us, unless we get rid of that maybe, and then just go try and put them in. No, so it's not happy with that. So we can't have our announcements and stuff now. This is the thing though with being new to the game. It's when things happen, like for example, if there's a problem like now, obviously there's like a bit of lag going on. The sort of like the visual and audio stutters and stuff. Knowing that it's not PACX, so it's not that mod causing it, it's something else, is important in sort of like the long term. So it's a bit annoying that now I'm not going to get credit for today's flight in PACX. At least I know that in the, like, if this happens again ever in the future, we know that it's not PACX, so therefore I'm not going to just end the PACX situation. So bit annoying, but at least we learned something together. We can still see what the ETA is anyway, using the using our information that's underneath my camera, so that's good. Speaking of which, what is our ETA? ETA is about 58 minutes. We should be on the ground. There we go. Change frequencies. Thank you everybody who's given today's stream a thumbs up, by the way. I wasn't expecting this many people to come and hang out on just what is, I think, our third flight sim stream. But I very much enjoyed it, so thank you. That scenery is so good. Lovely rivers down there and trees and shizzle. That side wants us to be on, doesn't it? For the pictures, wants me to be that way around. Oh. There we go. It takes so many damn pictures. Okay. Whoa. Hey, country. Did we figure out the flight plan? I think so. I think so. What I managed to do is this time around is I input it using the MCDU itself and linking it to Simbrief. So I used a website called simbrief.com. It's part of Navigraph, and you go in there, you can create a flight plan, and then what you do is you tell this thing down here, so you tell the MCDU what your username is, and it will, you can then import the flight plan from that. So if you go back to the beginning, you'll be able to see. how we did it. However, I don't know what the reason has been, but they have not, like ATC has just not wanted to give us any sort of like decent altitudes or anything. So I've had to kind of plug all that in myself, like tell ATC, like I want to fly at 28,000 feet. So that's been annoying. But other than that, yeah, it took us off fine. So far, it's been going to all the waypoints correctly. So that's fine. But the game is lagging hard right now. And I don't know why. So I don't know what that is. But the game is lagging hard. My graphics card's fine. Like nothing is struggling. I think I still have I still got the have I still got it open? No, I don't. I had the task manager open. So like even my GPU, look, it's like it's not even using much of my GPU. It's using a reasonable amount of the net, I guess. Graphics card's not even hot. Like nothing is not happy. However, the game itself is very laggy, and I don't know what that is. But the internet seems to think it's to do with audio drivers. So there's just something that I'll have to look at after stream. Go and check, see if there's any perhaps audio drivers or something that I need to change. And we'll play with that afterwards. But yeah, there's a little bit of lag, a little bit of jerkiness going on. You can occasionally hear it. Hey, Evil, how are you doing? Welcome. Don't worry, you're asleep at the back. Buck was very kind enough to carry you on board and put you next to your window seat. But the other thing it might be is my rolling cache. So they say that another thing it could be is that your rolling cache file, which is where all of the scenery is downloaded to, could be corrupted. That's another thing someone else was saying. That's potentially the case. I'm running it off an NVMe, and my internet speed is like 500 down. So it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm wondering if it is my... it might be the rolling cache is corrupted. And I've also got I've set my rolling cache at 8 gig, which is quite small, I think, when you've got so much information. So if it's corrupt and the rolling cache is quite small, it might just be having issues. But we shall see. We shall see anyway. We'll deal with it later. But yeah, it's just interesting to see that my GPU is only running like 50%. Put the stream on and had to lay down. No worries, Evil, no worries. You lay down in the window. We left you at the window seat just here. Hopefully we'll land nicely. So down there, that is that Monaco down there? Hang on. By the ocean. Okay, so I believe that is Monaco over there. So where I'm circling right now, I'm pretty sure that's Monaco, where the Grand Prix is. Over there. So how cool is that? That's the, you know, they go up, round, come down around the tunnel, around there. Very cool. See, it's jumpy. Yeah, it's doing that. It's not very happy. It's getting worse and worse and worse, I think. But hopefully by the end of the flight, you know, it should be good. So if anyone's watching this stream back, for example, then if you don't want to see the flight and the jumpiness, then skip towards the end and watch the buttery landing, because it's going to be butter, obviously. But yeah, we decided to take everybody country. Everyone had a good night out. We gave them until about 11:30 in the morning. Only when you're in the plane. Yeah. Which is the same thing that happens when you play... Same thing that happens when you're playing VR on this game as well. So it's very strange. I wonder if I close... I wonder if it's like an Oculus related thing. I got Oculus Tray Tool. Exit Tray Tool. Let's quit Orbix as well. leave us in here. Refresh rate. Shouldn't be anything to do with it. It's not like V-synced or anything. So, I don't know. It's been fine like all these other times. It just seems to be now it's decided to kick in. So, I've got a feeling. I'll reboot my computer and try something else and it'll just work. I reckon it's probably to do with maybe the rolling cache file. So I'll redo the rolling cache. Like as soon as this finishes, because I've added a few mods. I say mods, like, so for example, if you want a custom airport, just for an example, then you download that custom airport and put it in, and it counts as a mod. So actually, you know, if you're a full-time flight sim player and you play flight sims consistently all the time and you've got lots of money, what you end up with is a mod folder that's like 150, 200, 300, 400 gigs just of tiny airports. You know what I mean? So added a few of those. So I'm wondering if maybe, yeah, like you say, just a restart should have been, I should have probably done a restart anyway, but I don't think about it. Like I rebooted the stream computer before we went. Because of yesterday, I forgot to do that, and what happened? It crashed, didn't it? Do you remember at the beginning? So I restarted the stream computer, which didn't think to do this one. So there we go. Anyway, hopefully all should be fine in the end. I am very, very impressed though that my computer was happy, or is happy, to play this game with such a minimal influence on the graphics card. As I say, the task manager, look, GPU's like 30%. 10 gig of dedicated GPU memory being used though. So it might be that it's running out of GPU memory, actually. Or maybe it's just choosing to use all of it. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Okay, so we're leaving Monaco behind us. And we have the Balearic Sea out to the left, which is out that way. So if we look out the left-hand window in the cockpit, so that's the Balearic Ocean, or Balearic Sea. And that is pretty much where we are headed. However, we're doing kind of a loop over the top of it first. I'll show you. So we've come here from Krakow, where we were yesterday, country where I left you. We've flown down through Czechia, through Austria, over the top of Italy, over the Alps. I believe that's the Alps. No one's corrected me, so I'm gonna assume that I'm correct. We've just gone over Cologne, which is nice, isn't it? And Monaco and Cannes, where they've the film festival. And now we're going to head towards Marseille, where we then go out over the Gulf of Lyon. Down, 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 around Mallorca into land. So we are not far away from landing at this point, which is nice. I just hope it doesn't stutter on the way in, because that will make the landing more of a problem. I don't want that. We don't want a problem. You have a great debate question for everyone. Is it best to shut down your PC at night when you're done, or let it run 24/7? Shut it down to conserve energy and conserve its parts. However, the chances of it really doing that much damage to your computer, as long as it's got good cooling and stuff, is not going to be huge just by having it in, having it on all the time. I wouldn't have thought so. Never shut yours off. Yeah, there you go. So, oh, that's us. Have a look. Oh. Hey, Metro. How's it going, buddy? Okay. Let's see. Where are we flying to today? So we are flying to Mallorca. So we're flying to Palma de Mallorca. We left everybody last night. We all went and had a nice night in Krakow. I went to sleep personally. Everyone else went out in the town. We managed to get them all back in the plane by about 11 o'clock in the morning. And off we go. Off we've gone. So we are expected to land in Palma in approximately 40 minutes. And we're going to begin our descent in approximately 20 minutes. So, yeah, all I'm hoping for is for this scenery lag to stop. Dumped you out over the Alps. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was causing the stuttering. And one of the things that I wanted to, obviously because it's new, one of the things I wanted to test was the app that we were using for the passengers and stuff. So I'm quite annoyed that I wasn't able to reload what we had when I figured that wasn't it. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just, you know, it's just the way it is that it's gone, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know what that was, unfortunately, but lots of stuttering. Seems to have stopped now, though. In other words, he messed. It's, well, no, it was doing it beforehand, Danger. Don't you give me that. It was stuttering beforehand. And then I wanted to try and get rid of the stutters. So we had a little test to see if that would fix anything. It did not. So I'll have a little look and see if I can figure out what it is before we stream again. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. It might be Saturday this week. Me and Lisa have to figure out what's going on with cleaning the carpets, whether we're doing it tomorrow daytime or whether we're doing it on tomorrow night. I don't know if she knows yet. We don't know. We don't know. When you look out the window, there's the lines like shaders. What do you mean? Bum, bum, bum. Look right out the window, look. There you go. That's the direction we're heading. Over in that direction somewhere. What do we got? Over there is... So sideways over there we should see Sardinia and stuff. And then... where are we right now? That's the edge. Palma's like miles over there. That might be it. I don't think it is. Go back to the last view. Oh, yes. Here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, here, that's the lighting, isn't it? Doing something weird. The lighting's doing something well weird. Who knows? Yeah, he means on the window. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. It's to do with the heat, I think. It's to do with the heat. Seems to have stopped. So touch wood, the stuttering seems to have stopped. Which is interesting. No, maybe not. Don't. Is that normal? I don't know. I wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have said so. Let's have a little look in our graphics settings. I mean, the graphics are getting angry at me constantly right now. Global rendering quality. Terrain level of detail is at 200. I assume that's normal. Everything just runs on ultra though because it just can. Terrain level of detail at 200. Objects level of details at 200. Should we bring that down to 150? Just see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Nope, it does not. That didn't change anything. I think we'll just get to, we're very, very close to the ground now, so we shall just park our butts down at the ground. Something about window shading. There was. You have glass, cockpit refresh rate, lens correction. Don't know what that is. Bloom. Just put that on anyway. So yeah. No clue. I don't know either. It wasn't doing it. It's never done it before. Ever. 100% never done it before. So I'm kind of just thinking that it's like one of those meh. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to put up with it for today's flight. And then for the next flight, I'll have fixed it. That's kind of... It's not doing it. No, it's to do with the light. I think it's the light, the reflection of the light. Flickering on it. But like I say, I wasn't doing it last time. So it just is what it is, unfortunately, I think. That's fine. Right, okay, so we're at 28,000 feet. I am going to begin to think about landing at this point. Doodle-doo. It stopped doing its stuttering now. So, God knows what that was. Anyway, so we're going to begin thinking about landing now. We are how far from... Have a look. We are... Come on. Ooh. What if it's to do with the flight plan? There we go. We're at Vatia. 385 miles to go. 385 miles. So we've got absolutely forever to go until we get there. Well, 303 actually that is, isn't it? 302 miles to go until we get there. So let's look at our actual arrival. So we should be able to click on the arrival. We know that we're coming in through there. So I was under the impression that somewhere you can... Is it wind and temperatures, or is it that one? No. Maybe not. I thought somewhere there might be somewhere where you can you put in all of the wind, etc. for landing, but I am obviously wrong. Oh, airport maybe? No, never mind. All right, we've got 298 miles to go. So according to this sucker just here, because we want to get down to 2,000 feet, we're on about 82 miles before we begin descending. But yeah. So yeah, thank you everybody who's who's hit that thumbs up button so far. Like I said, it's the second time we've ever made a video here on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Second time. Let's hope over time they get better and better. And we don't have to throw danger out so early. You're welcome. Thank you, Nugget. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So you're looking forward... What plane was it you said you're looking forward to? Did you say the 737? We're leaving Marseille behind us, by the way. So out behind us right now. We switch around to that side. So right over here, you have... let me see, where are we? So yeah, so you have Marseille is around here in France. We're leaving that behind us. And come around. This is the Gulf of Lyon. And then over here is the edge of the Gulf of Lyon. And Palma de Mallorca is over here. So yeah, we can't see Palma yet. But it is pretty much over there. My God, the lag, the frame rate drops are insane. For some reason, I have no clue why. Let's switch to that view. Oh, look at... Oh, you can twist it round. We can go like that. So then we can come over here. And then take a picture like... More like that. That would be a perfect thumbnail because of its exact angle. Look at that, look. Taking thumbnail pictures for a living at this point. There we go. Oh. Having this stupid controller. Maybe even like that. There we go. Expect to see these thumbnails. Can you look in the windows? Yeah. What's in the windows? Oh. Oh. Who's in there? Oh, everyone's got the things on that makes the windows like darkened. Everyone's just chilling in there. Emergency doors. That. Oh, I need to get my other controller because this one's broken, so massively broken. But you can get some really, really cool pictures. Need to probably turn a little bit more like that. That's probably more like it. When they landed the special plane in your hometown, it was so cool to see. Nice. There you go. Look. This is what I love. Look how, like, chilled we are, look. Me and my co-pilot just chilling. Not even wearing, like, proper uniforms. We're just in leather jackets and flipping... My God, the lag is so bad. But yeah, you can get some really cool pictures. Sat here on my controller moving around. But obviously, if you use the replay function, then what you can do is you can use the Xbox controller to sort of like do things like this with the drone as you're on takeoff and stuff like that. Which is obviously really cool, but I need to get the replay thing working too. All right, let's stop making the game angry at me. Go back inside. Okay. You have controller and keyboard and mouse. Is that how you play? Are we over the water? Yes, we are. We are over the Gulf of Lyon. Let me show you. So we are here, flying over the Gulf of Lyon. We've just passed Marseille. And we are fast approaching where we should start seeing these islands. I can't remember what they're called. They're not the... Are they just called the Balearic Islands? I can't remember. But yeah, you've got Menorca, Mallorca, and Ibiza, obviously. So Ibiza's down here. We're not going to Ibiza because we're not taking everyone to Ibiza. But we are taking everybody to Magaluf, all right? So you get to go to Magaluf for the night and enjoy yourself something tasty. Behave yourself, though, okay? On your being good. Don't want to hear any stories in the morning.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, contact Marseille Center on 130.85.
All right.
Going to 130.85, EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Party time, you know it. They take a bill and I Ibiza. Do. Oh my God, I haven't heard that song in so long. So long. Nothing compared to where I'm living. I reckon there's probably not half as much in Ibiza as there is in Torquay, where I DJ. Flipping. Number of times you see people in there with their eyes wider than you could ever possibly imagine that they could be, chewing their own face off. Not good. Not good at all. All right, did we tune Marseille Center? No, we did now. There we go.
Marseille Center, EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, flight level 280.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
All right, continue as planned. Excellent.
Continue to matter as planned.
Excelente. Braba-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Rabba-doop-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep. Me and you, Evil, zooming about on the mobility scooter. Yeah. Well, this is kind of... I don't know if you were here, Evil, when I was talking about it at the beginning, but I'd quite like to, at least at the moment, while I'm kind of new to the game and everyone's just kind of hanging out, and then obviously we've got puppies coming soon where there's going to be... We're going to need to sit here for so long with puppy cam, and especially at the beginning, like actually looking at puppy cam is going to be quite a big deal. So... You know, I want to have puppy cam quite big on the screen. If we were still playing, I don't know, something like even Ark or something, then, you know, puppy cam being big on the screen is quite annoying for a lot of people. They're going to be like, oh my God, that's in the way. I can't see the dinosaur. Whereas this is quite nice to be able to do that, sit and listen to some music and have the puppies, you know, quite big, like in the top corner of the screen, you know, like bigger than my camera is now. And then just sit here and like we can all just make sure the puppies are good, make sure Jazzy's good, and hang out and travel the world from place to place, which is what I want to do. So that's why we went from Krakow. We dropped everyone in Krakow yesterday. Like I said, everyone had a good night, went off. You even needed a nap today on the plane, Evil. And then now we'll travel down to Mallorca. And then next time we're on, we'll travel from Mallorca and we'll go somewhere else. So... and fly over some different places. We got to see what those Alp mountains were like today, which was really cool. I didn't even know that they were like that. One night stand. Here I am. There you go, Tan. Just be good, okay? Make sure you get back to your hotel room safely. All right. Remember, members get an executive seat in the plane. That means you get the executive lounge at the airport. You also get executive hotel rooms.
Contact Marseille Center on 120.75. Good day.
Okay.
120.75, EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay. Man, the lag's bad. I just hope we land properly. Has the game crashed? No? So weird. To fly one of the small planes as a tour. Yes, exactly, Evil. That's what I'm thinking. Like, eventually fly across, maybe not fly across, but like do America, go like Grand Canyon, fly, because you can fly through the Grand Canyon and stuff. All the scenery's there. Niagara Falls. What I'm waiting for, like really looking forward to, is for them to introduce helicopters properly into the game, because you can download mods but they don't fly right. So I'm waiting for helicopters. When there's helicopters come into the game, then we really can have some fun, because you can literally be like, right, okay, we landed in Paris, take a helicopter, you could go and just look at everything, which is really cool. And I was really hoping that there would be decent helicopters in the game from the beginning, but there just wasn't. I have got a couple of mods helicopters, so I will try them, but I don't have massive faith in them according to the other things. You'll order a man to, there you go, Tam. There you go. You know, when you're executive, you can just order them to your room. It's exactly what you have to do. Don't ask them, order them. Get to my room now. That's what you need to do. Are we landing at Lepa or Lepa? L-E-P-A. Lima Echo Papa Alpha. Even Lima Echo Papa Alpha. L-E-P-A. How you doing, Pike? How's your day been? My game's running juttery today. I think it's because I added a couple mods, scenery, airports, and didn't reboot the computer since this morning. I've got a feeling it's angry at me for that, but we shall see. I also think my rolling cache needs to be bigger. Other than that, everything's running brilliantly. Hopefully it just doesn't glitch on landing, because that will really annoy me. Part of room service. More than likely, when you're important enough, anything can be delivered to your room. Okay, let's have a little look at what we got going on down here. We've got 217 miles, right? So we've got loads and loads of time before we get to where we need to be. That's fine. 5 miles away from Pivus, then we've got Sulid, then Sismo-Kenas, and then CDP. We've got MJV. So it seems to reckon that we do our deceleration from flight level 280 there, and then like 30 miles later we'll be at 360. That seems really drastic. NACOP, it wants us to be at 10. So Pivus, we're fine now, but we need to be at 10,000 by NACOP. So yeah, I don't know. We'll think about descending soon. Just we'll think about decelerating soon, just not quite yet. So we're gonna be at 10,000 here. So I think when we go through Solid, that's when we'll begin our deceleration. Which should be... No, we can go through even further than that. I'll go to the plan a minute. So let's go back. Our plan. There we go. And leave that like that, because I want to go that way. So we go there. 1900. So it looks like 1900 feet it wants us to come in on. 1900 feet. Yeah, so we're coming at 10. We need to be 10,000 feet there. CDP 10,000 feet. In the distance. Trying to work all this out. You been flying today, Pike? Have you been flying today? I've been looking up stuff about VATSIM, namely looking up a lot of stuff about VATSIM. Oh, that's where I want to go. Let's have a look. So yeah, so we got the ocean out that way. The lights, it's behaving really weirdly. It's got to be to do with the graphics driver or something. I don't. Anyway, then we've got the light out this way. It's behaving really strangely too. So, game's definitely not running correctly. All right. We're so close now. So it reckons if we descend at 1,500 feet per minute, that we should start our descent soon. So I'm wondering if we actually just, this time, just try and manage it ourselves. How much have I got left in this? Our ETA is in about 20 minutes as well, by the way. So, we're getting there. Can you see the islands yet? That's the question, because we are headed straight for it. There it is. There is the island poking out through the clouds just over there. That is... yeah, that's Mallorca. And then over there... either behind that, maybe. I reckon from this angle, I think that is probably Menorca, and that's Mallorca over here. So, so there we go. Distance hasn't changed for ages. But you know what? The software's not running. That software is not running. It's crashed. Fly Live Studio. Bom, 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 bom. It's time for landing. Close. Ah, there it is. Distance. How many miles does it say? There we go. Do it. All right, hopefully that fixes it. Distance to go, 119. DTG. Well, I've got an interesting... No, you're right. It's set as distance. It needs to be DTG, which is DTG. There we go. Save. That was the problem. Thank you, Tan. Thank you. Oh, my goodness me. This is all a learning curve. Getting all this stuff done is all a learning curve. Not necessarily a fun one all the time. Okay, enter destination data. So, data. I don't know how we do that. I don't know where to do it. Do we go next phase? Destination. Might be that one. Ah, there we go. Here we go. So our approach. So our QNH. Cool, cool, cool. Our QNH is... Bam, 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 bam. 1026. So 1026 is our QNH. And temperature is 8. 8 degrees centigrade. The winds are 60 degrees, 3 knots. So 60/3. There we go. 60 degrees, 3 knots. Landing configuration is full. So, yep, that's all correct. Nice. There you go. There you go, country. We did something correctly in the MCDU. Very, 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 very pleased with that. That was what we were supposed to do. We didn't do before. So, got 163 miles to go still. This landing is going to be so butter. Hell yes, it is. There you go. Tan, I just want to say that we did the whole last stream without those things being noticed. So I appreciate you being here today because you have helped me to fix those things underneath. The only thing they do say is it's telling you destination to the airport, not the destination of the flight. And obviously when we get towards Palma, we actually have to fly around the island and then come back on ourselves to land. So the distance is not as accurate the closer you get, but I did not know that that was just set for the distance of the entire flight, not the distance on in general. So yeah, thank you for helping me fix that. I reckon it's 82 miles. We should be able to get from our current height to, what did I say it was? 1800 in 82 miles. So that's what we'll do. We'll just wait till 82 miles to go. Oh no, we'll wait till 90. 90 miles to go and we'll begin our descent. We currently got 154. I really hope the landing is good, Thick. I do hope the landing is good. We'll see. What do you think of today's thumbnail? For anyone who cares, I thought we would put so that everyone knows the locations of where we're flying. So we have the flags of the two places in the top on the left. So the flags, instead of just having like my Kingdom X background, I put the flags in there. I thought that was a nice subtle little touch. You liked it? Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Yeah, that's like version 10. Like I made like 10 of them today. Like I like my usual live stream thumbnail. I like it, but I didn't think it worked properly with the flight sim stuff because they all would look too similar. Whereas this, as I say, so if we're like flying in the States, then obviously the flags in the two diagonal bits would be would be the American flag or whatever. I thought that was cool. So yeah, that's what I was doing with that. You hear? Yeah, just didn't. No, that's fine. That's fine. If you didn't notice, that's good because that means it blended into the background. All right, we must be getting there at this point. There is Palma de Mallorca right there in front of us. So I think it's about time we begin our descent. I think it's about time we begin our descent. No, it's not about time we think we can do our descent. I lie. God damn it, I'm getting so impatient. No, you're good, Tan. You don't have to. If you don't notice them, that's good. It's good. Just clicked on it and didn't know what you were being reminded of. You shouldn't just click on things, Danger. That's how you download stuff that breaks your computer, okay? Right, let's turn on the ILS display info. I want to see the ILS stuff. Right, so did we say through Sismo I was going to begin the descent, I think. Sismo is where we're beginning the descent. Sky Cotton Candy is your favorite candy? What is Sky Cotton Candy? I don't even know what that is. Is it nice? I take it's nice, obviously. I don't know what it is. Never seen it before. Never heard of it before. Man, the lagger better go. Oh, you're talking about the clouds. I thought you were like... I thought you meant there was like a thing, like a real thing where you live or whatever that you go buy from the shops that was... I was like, wow. Yeah, you click on it, Danger, and you break my computer. I don't know how you're doing that. It's impressive, though. Extra brownie points. Good job. All right, 128 miles. We're going to begin our descent through to 10,000, and we're going to start it very soon. Because the constraints... So, yeah, so we want to be at 10,000, like, soon. So I'm going to tune Barcelona Center.
Barcelona Center, EasyJet, Echo Juliet, Uniform, 4585, flight level 280.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Barcelona Center. Continue to keep it as planned.
I would like
Barcelona Center,
flight level
EasyJet, Echo
1800.
Juliet, Uniform 4585. Request flight level 180.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform
There we go.
4585 and maintain flight level 180.
Candy flowers. Cotton candy flowers. There we go. Right. So we're beginning our descent now. Yep.
Descend and maintain flight level 180, EasyJet, Echo Juliet, Uniform 4585.
So I'll show you here. We are literally here at this point. So there's Ibiza, got Menorca, and we are just popping down over Mallorca here. So we're going to go around the island, come back on ourselves, and land, I believe, which runway is it we're landing on? 6 right, I think. It was either 6 right or 6 left. So yeah, we're landing on one of these two. Not sure entirely which one it is, but we're landing on one of them. At least we're going to try. We're hoping we're going to land on one. Not, we're going to have an interesting day. Let's have a look. Yeah, 6 left. So we're landing on the northernmost one of those two. Which means more than likely, I don't know what gate we're going to be given. But we are going to have a reasonably long taxiway, I think. Should be fine though. 111. Pull a Sully. Or put it in the river. Dump it in the river. That's what we're going to do. Okay. This is the most thumbs up we've ever had on a flight sim video, so I feel really obliged to get a good landing right now. So I'm a bit nervous. But ignore that. So while they're using... So from what I understand in England, or over England, it's over 6,000 feet. You use standard barometric pressure, which is when people will be like, use 080 or 320. Instead of 32,000, it's 320. So they take two zeros off the end of whatever number it is. And when they start saying like thousands, if they say like 3,000 feet, then that's because it's in the adjusted barometric pressure, I think. Don't know, he landed in... Was it the Hudson? Yeah, Sully landed in the Hudson River. And then there was a film about it with Tom Hanks, wasn't there? That's Menorca over there. That's the most... That's the least party island. And then you have Mallorca in the middle, which is mostly not party. And then just over on the far west side of it, you've got Magaluf, which is a bit party. And then over that way, you've got Ibiza, which is obviously crazy. It was a great movie. I haven't actually seen it. I feel like I should see it. I feel like I should watch it. Right. Come on, plane. Behave. Right, how's your view? Evil, have you woken up now? So you get a nice view of the engine as it smoothly butters itself in. And then over here. Who's sat in this seat right now anyway? I don't even know. Don't know who was sat in this seat this time. I can't believe we lost the flight though. I'm so annoyed that we lost the flight. You remember watching it happen on the TV when the real Sully did it? Do you, Evil? That's cool. We kind of just got it on the news sort of like later on. It wasn't like, you know, 9/11, I remember. I remember that being on TV on every channel. You know, that was like, you know, you couldn't get away. That was everywhere. But, right, I feel like I need 10,000 feet now. But that one wasn't so much. Right, so decrease by 8,000 feet. Should give us 10. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, there we go.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Freezing temps. Someone's been playing Phasmophobia. Freezing temps. They did a good job. Well, Tom Hanks was in it. I'd expect them to do well if someone like Tom Hanks was willing to play the part. I keep meaning to watch it. He did another one as well, didn't he? Where there was pirates. Not like old day pirates, like modern day pirates. He was on a ship and the ship was taken over by pirates. That was a good one too. Yeah, loved that they used the real footage. Oh, I need to see it now, don't I? You're making me need to watch more films. I don't have time to watch films. All right, guys, here we come in. Flying in nicely over Palma de Mallorca. You are the captain now. As our scenery begins to hopefully load in. It's calming, yeah, it's calming down. Gustav III Airport, St. Barths. Whereabouts is it? Whereabouts is it, Tan? I'm going to set something up somewhere. I'm going to put something in Discord somewhere, like a place where people could just post airport suggestions. But I do want to do things, like I said, like fly down through the Grand Canyon and fly around Paris in a helicopter and do sort of things like that. Because the problem with if you do something like an airplane tour not in a helicopter is that it's difficult to look at everything properly because you're obviously trying to fly at the same time, so you can't just, you know, just go out the plane like this.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway 06 right approach.
We just go down. No, to do that. Acknowledge. There we go. As we fly in over. Where's that? That's like. Oh. My God, stay still. This stupid control pad is so broken. It's been like in a drawer, and obviously had other things.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585. Did you copy?
Oh, yes. Hey, Smurf. Welcome. Love from India. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Hopefully you're doing all right. You have arrived just in time for a buttery landing into acknowledge. Tried to acknowledge that so many times.
Visual runway 06 right approach. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
What's going on? Why have I lost my autopilot? That was weird. So I want ILS runway 6 left. Right? That's what we said we were coming in, right? Yeah. ILS runway 6 left. Via the ADX transition. I think. Request approach. Shut up. Shut up. Knowledge handoff. God damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to ask for that again. Right, tune Palma approach.
Palma approach EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 is passing 9,200 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Palma approach altimeter 30.30, continue as planned.
3030. There we go. Right, we need to ask for our other approach because they've given us... It hasn't given us the correct approach. So we want to request approach from controller.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 would like ILS runway 06 left approach Alpha Delta X-ray transition.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Okay.
85028 miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 06 left approach by Alpha Delta X-ray transition.
Okay, cool.
Clear to Alpha Delta X-ray.
Acknowledge. Right, okay. So that he can shut up now. And we need to get all of this sorted. So let's bring the range up a little bit. Oh, we actually got Alpha Delta X-ray on there. So 10,000 feet. So yeah, we need 10,000 feet through most of this. I don't know if we're going through that transition or a different transition, but either way, as long as we're flying into runway 6 left, I'm happy. How are you, Samath, anyway? Hopefully you enjoy this landing. Hopefully it goes smoothly. We've had a few issues with the game during the stream. Unfortunately, it's been properly stuttering. We can't figure out why. Like, my graphics card just doesn't even care what's going on. But the game has been a bit laggy towards the end. So hopefully it won't do that during the actual landing itself and we can get in nice and cleanly. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, this is us. Okay, why is it not letting me manage? Right, fine. It doesn't want to manage altitude anymore. Fine, just give me the selected altitude then. There. Oh. Come on. Play the game, you poohead. Play the game.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Captain Phillips is the movie with the Tom Hanks. Yes, Captain Phillips. That's the one. That's exactly it. It's a good film. All right. Let me see. What do we got on? We're on climb down there. All right, let's look at our auto brakes. So auto brakes I want on low because we don't need them on high. In fact, I'm going to put it on medium just because I don't always make it. I don't always hit the runway perfectly, you know, straight away. So there's a chance that we might land slightly further down the runway than I want to, in which case I want to make sure that the brakes are good. We can also arm the speed brakes or arm the spoilers. We're going to lock the door. There we go. So you are now locked out again, Tan. And we're going to extend one notch of flaps too. I'm going to manually adjust the speed. Bring our speed down. What the hell? Quiet, you. There we go. Fly with Denzel, flying the plane upside down.
119er decimal 45 for EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585. Barcelona
right.
Center EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
Airport's over there somewhere.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 Barcelona Center altimeter 30.30. Continue to Alpha Delta X-ray as planned.
Ooh. There's the airport.
Juliet uniform 4585 and maintain 5,000 feet.
What the hell?
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform.
There we go.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 contact Palma approach on 121.3.
I'm going to bring it down to 200 knots as well. We should be able to hit manage speed now, and it should be bringing us down anyway. On the panel above, we need to put the seatbelt signs on, as well as bring the landing lights up.
Uniform 4585. Did you copy?
121.3 for EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Here we go. So the route seems to be that in a second we fly north. We then fly I want to control the speed myself. I don't like how fast we're traveling. Come in at 210. Yeah, looks like we're going to fly north, kind of do a loop, and then come across. So, whew, let me show you on the map, actually. So it looks like we're here now. We're about to go up. We're going to come around like so, and then land like this. So we're about to go like that. That's how it's going to go. Like butter. Like butter. Tune Palma approach.
Palma approach EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 is passing 7,200 feet, descending 5,000 feet.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 Palma approach altimeter 30.30. Continue to Alpha Delta X-ray as planned.
Okay. I'm not sure we're actually flying the correct approach either here. I think the best way to do this is instead of actually plan the approach from the instead of planning the approach from the beginning, I think you should wait, and then you plan the approach at the end when they give it to you. So we started flying in then, and then they'll say, say the Alpha Delta X-ray one, and we go, right, okay, brilliant, and then we go down to the approach in our MCDU, and then we input the Alpha Delta X-ray approach. However, saying that, actually, no, that is correct. Look, Alpha Delta X-ray, that is the one that we're coming in on, 5,000 feet. And then we have these waypoints which bring us in along the island. Maybe it's right. There's hope for us yet. There's hope for us yet. There is hope for us yet. Oh, yeah, there is. There's the airport. That's where we're going to be landing. So this is our runway, just here. And, yeah, we've got to go past it and then around and then come in this way. So, looking good. And the party central is over here. So Magaluf is... that's not Magaluf there, is it? Magaluf is over there, I believe. Over in that direction. So that's where you'll be having your party. Just make sure you're back in time for either tomorrow's flight where we go somewhere else, or potentially Saturday, depending on whether or not I can stream tomorrow. We shall see. But yeah, the landing like butter. What I should do with these long streams where we fly is put the tags in, shouldn't I? I should cut them up like you do with a video. I wonder if you could do that. I'm sure you can. Okay, so that's the Alpha Delta X-ray transition. Where we need to be at 3,600 feet when we hit here, and then we should pick up the ILS. Ooh. So, man, I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well. So we can land incredibly slowly, actually. We can land at about sort of like 145 knots. So we can slow ourselves right down as well for landing. That's one thing we didn't do yesterday. Yesterday's landing was quite fast, and although it was lovely and smooth, it would have been better if it was slower. We're doing 210 knots now. I'll probably, once we begin to start getting around that corner, I'll try and slow us down to about 180. And then, yeah, I've just realized why actually it doesn't bring us in down to 3,000 feet. Yeah, either, because we've got these mountains ahead of us, haven't we? There it is. Okay, so the airport is in front of us, so probably a good angle would be that angle as we come in, I reckon. Oh, I've run out of drink. I'm sad about that. Oh, Jesus. And we got no power. Power's out, guys. My computer stopped. The electric's gone out. Oh, it's back on. I looked, I know. I saw it. I saw it already. You see right through me. Honestly. That looks so nice. Look at that. That view is really nice. Don't know, you were saying about size earlier and now speed. Yep. We should have brought it in slower. Low and slow. That's how we should have done it. No, if we need to fly around these mountains, which is why we're flying this approach and why we're flying it at this particular speed, I think. I'm just checking we're on. Yeah, we are. Okay. So, yeah, which makes perfect sense. Like we couldn't be lower than this at this point. That's so cool, though. Do you know what we need to find? We need to find the actual islands that Jurassic Park was filmed on. Like, or meant for, what was it? The Isla Nublar and stuff. Are they real islands? If they're real islands, we freaking need to fly there. We need to fly and see some dinosaurs. That's what we need. That would be really cool. I had a dream, actually. One of my friends had the Jurassic Park Jeep, and I was so jealous. Was it just Hawaii? Was it just straight up Hawaii? It's not as fun as I thought it would be. So I take it the islands don't exist for real then. Samarth, when will this flight land? I know. I know. Hopefully not before the runway. That's the plan. The runway is over here. We are coming in at this point. I wonder what's that? Looked like a swimming pool. It definitely looked like a swimming pool just on the rock's edge then. Did you see that? Hang on. Let's have a little look. Is that a swimming pool? It looks like a swimming pool to me. Okay, there we go. 3,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,600 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
There we go. 3,600. Oh. In we come. Right, let's begin our speed. Bring our speed down to about 175 knots as well. Oh. extend some more flaps. Oh. Might have to use the speed brake actually a little bit just to help bring that speed down a bit quicker. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Let's bring it right down. 160 knots. All right, come on. We'll bring the speed brakes, or we'll use the speed brakes as well because, let's have another notch of flaps as well. Seeing as we're descending, I don't want to slow down our descent, but then at the same time. All right, so we can see that now. We are at 160. I'm gonna go with 155, and we'll just alarm them. Where am I from? I am from England. Here we go, 1,900 feet. There we go. Come on. Turn the localizer on. Yep. Gotcha.
Descend and maintain 1,900 feet EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Come on. Where's the airport? Oh, it's around the side of this bay, isn't it? Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Turn your caps lock off. Some off. Turn off the caps lock. So this should turn us in
2,500.
There we go. It should bring us to there we go, that works now. That was weird how that wouldn't work before. All right, we're coming at 1,900. Have a look down here. So what we're doing now, we're waiting for this localizer diamond to sort of get close to here. And this one should line up in the middle as well as we go around the corner and head straight that way. So we're at 1,900 feet, just there. And then we should be good to just hit approach. Let's bring the landing gear down. Flaps to full. There we go. And cabin, we've got to address the cabin. There we go. Cabin crew now know. Yes, I acknowledge you.
118.305 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
There we go. Okay. Oh, oof, oof, oof. Right, so at this point, we can flick this puppy over there. Oh, no, that's fine. Do. Bring that to localizer mode. Localizer's like perfectly aligned. It's beautiful. That should be getting closer and closer and closer. Keeping us aligned with that. Right, do we see the runway? That's the runway there, maybe? I'm not sure. You're right, Steely Sarky bastard. How's it going? Oh, no, that's not the runway. This is the runway. This is the runway. How's it going, Steel? Tan was actually asking after you. And now you're here, so you can prove to her that you are still alive. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Approach mode on, and down we go. All right, let's double check up here. So everything's good. Seatbelt signs are on. Emergency doors are armed because we're going to need them to jump out at the end. Yeah, everything up there is good. Everything down here is good. Engines are good. Speed brakes are armed. Flaps are full. Brakes are on medium. That'll probably be all right. Spoilers armed. I did arm the spoilers, did I not? I thought I armed the spoilers. Did I just unarm the spoilers? Yeah, there we go. Spoilers are armed. It says cabin check still. Cabin. There we go. Figment of your imagination. All right, we're inbound. Undercarriage is down. There we go. Take a quick picture to prove that we did it as we come in. There we go. As we fly into the runway. Come on. Doodle-doo. All right. So I don't, again, have an autopilot button, so we're just going to disengage the autopilot as we get closer to the ground. So when we get to about 200 feet, I'll probably disengage the autopilot.
300. 200.
There we go, disengage the autopilot. Go.
100.
Pull back a little bit.
40. 30. 20.
And
10. 5.
there we go. Reverse thrusters on. Yeah. There we go. All right. Off the taxiway.
Palma Tower EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 45851 miles west inbound ILS runway 06 left approach.
Oh, yeah.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Palma Tower. Altimeter 30.301068 at 7.
We started talking to Steele. We forgot to get our landing clearance.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 contact ground on 121.705.
Well, ain't that just brilliant? Well done, Steele.
121.705.
You achieved.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458.
We started talking to Steele. We completely forgot to get clearance. Hey ho, all is good. All right, let's contact ground, get our taxi to the gates, and then we can get Steele off the plane. That was a buttery landing, if not the ATC situation was a bit poo. Okay. Acknowledge our taxi clearance.
Via taxiway November 3 Echo Lima Foxtrot Lima Golf Victor 2 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458.
LF LG, which is over there. Oh my god, what gate are we going to? 46. 44. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be down here somewhere. Victor 2. Yeah. All right. So I know where we're going. We're going straight, and then we go until we can't go no more, and then we go left, and then we go right. Okay. Gotcha. 150, 40, 30, 20, 10. Butter. Yeah, that went well. I can very, very lightly see the markings on the floor if I look really carefully. I must have. Didn't crash. No, we did not crash. So that's always good. We have to go this way. There's Lima Foxtrot. Get ourselves over to the gate. And then give the game a rest, because it's not happy with me. The game is not happy with me. Sure that sign says no entry. No, it's a taxiway. Bum, 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 bum. So we now need to go this way. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Come on. Why is the thing not turning? There we go. On the floor it said no entry. Don't know. Didn't say it for me. It said N3, E, Echo, LF, which was that one, LG, which was that one, and then V2, which is what we will be going on in a second. So we don't take the first one. So we've got LG going right now. And then you got V1, which is that one, and V2, which is this one. And then down here somewhere we should see gate number 46, which seems to be here. I think this is literally it, just here. There we go. We got the person at the end. Oh. It's really not wanting to turn, but that will do. Not going to be perfect, but wants me to go that way a bit. I don't want to run him over. We can go forwards a tiny bit. There we go. Beautiful. All right, I need to change my threshold for the reverse thrusters and idle. That should click into there. There we go. Unarmed speed brakes, flaps back up, and turn the engines off, obviously. Oh, APU on. What we need to do. So we've actually got external power, so we can turn external power on. And then we should be, so external power is on. And then we should be able to, I believe, just turn these engines off now. There we go. And that's done. Now we're on power. What's the landing? But someone called me and you missed what happened. Back up and fly out and do it again. Everything went perfectly, swimmingly well. The only problem was... let's turn off the fuel pumps as well. The only problem was that I forgot to contact ATC because Steele came in and I was too busy talking to Steele. So that's a me problem, not an anyone else problem. But that definitely... That was a good landing. I'm happy with that. There we go. We can turn those off. And there we are. Plane is done. We're on the ground. Got the jetway attached. Here at Palma de Mallorca. Get on. I can give my PC a break for some reason because it's super mad at me. Let's get the baggage off.
Ground EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform
Thank you, everybody, for liking the stream. I'm sorry about the technical issues. I will get them repaired for next time. I'll figure out what they are. It shouldn't have been happening, so I don't know what it was, but we will. I will figure it out, and I will fix it for next time.